Good evening, everyone. It's my privilege to introduce Dr. Gururaj HL, a distinguished researcher, blockchain expert, and ACM distinguished speaker whose profound insights will undoubtedly inspire us today. Dr. Gururaj is an associate professor in the Department of Information Technology at Manipal Institute of Technology, Bengaluru. He holds a PhD in computer science and engineering from VTU, Belagavi, and brings an impressive 13 years of teaching and research experience at both undergraduate and postgraduate levels. Coming to the key achievements and contributions, he is a ACM Distinguished Speaker in the year 2018 to 2021, selected across India by the ACM US Council. He is a founder of the Wireless Internetworking Group and a senior member of IEEE Computer Society and lifetime member of the Psychology Society of India. He received Young Scientist International Travel Grant in the year 2016 from SERB DST, Government of India. He published more than 150 research papers in international journals and book chapters, and editor of 13 books in Springer, Taylor and Francis, IGI Global, and IET publishers. He presented more than 60 papers at international conferences, winning multiple Best Paper awards. He got granted one Australian patent, one Indian design patent, and one Indian copyrights. Coming to his global contributions, he is an editorial board member for multiple international journals, guest editor for Springer, Multimedia Journal, MDPI, and IOP conference proceedings. He delivered 500 plus technical talks globally, which includes ACM Distinguished Talk at IIT Kanpur in the year 2019 and plenary talk at NIT Surat in the year 2020. He is a keynote address at Europe Conference 2020. He is also advisory committee member for the Cyber Security Council of India and subject expert at the Administrative Training Institute, Mysore, Government of Karnataka. His research interests are blockchain technology, cyber security, wireless sensor networks, IoT, cloud computing, and machine learning. He acted as a reviewer for top tier journals and conferences. He has many with renowned institutions like University of Maryland, University of Texas, and University of Houston. He secured funding from SERB DST, CSIR, and AICTE for organizing international conferences and seminars. As a thought leader in blockchain, smart contracts, NFTs, and metaverse economies, Dr. Gururaj HL is driving cutting edge innovation in decentralized technologies. We are privileged to have him with us today and look forward to his expert insights on the future of digital economies. Dear participants, please join me in welcoming today's speaker, Dr. Gururaj HL. Over to you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much for the wonderful introduction again. Let me share my screen.
Yes, sir.
Once it's visible, kindly acknowledge. Please kindly acknowledge.
Yes, sir. Sure, sir. Sir, screen is visible. Yes, sir. It's visible.
Welcome back again. I have for this for your warm welcome on this FDP. The talk of the day is again on. I'll speak more on artificial intelligence and blockchain technology for security and interoperability. Yesterday I think I have given some insight towards NFTs, which are tokens of Ethereum. Which will be used. They are non-fungible tokens, kind of thing. AI and blockchain for security and interoperability is my talk of the day. See, once we heard of this name AI, what comes to your mind immediately? What strikes to your mind? Intelligence or machine learning? What majorly strikes to your mind usually? And artificially, it's in the sense it's an added or it's an addition or it's an it's a synthetic intelligence which are amalgamated for the devices. Correct? In which AI is an artificial intelligence, making the system more and more smarter. Okay, so hence it's called as artificial intelligence, in which we have in the big umbrella of artificial intelligence, we can have machine learning, or it might be deep learning, predictive learning, and explainable AI, LLM models. All these comes into picture, and why we can't able, why we can able to amalgamate this technology or this smart intelligence with blockchain, by which we can enhance the automation and security, which indirectly helps us to maintain the interoperability of the system. So that is for the overall picture of the day, which I'm to deal for 1 hour, 15 or 120 minutes. The main objective of this, work or in this presentation, what I'm dealing right now is how we can explore AI for blockchain, and we can work together. Why can't we amalgamation of AI with blockchain and highlight their potential for enhancing security by which we can able to maintain interoperability. That's the main intention of the main object, two important objective of the presentation. Yeah, to begin with AI, okay. I think it's similar to a dummy Husky box. When you bought a computer, it's before configuring that, it's same as of a dummy Husky box. Same as of a. I usually relevant this example called as born baby model. A baby has been born. What we used to think of, it's a dummy mind, right? It's not going to have any, intelligence and all. How the baby will be get trained? Like initially, in the initial phase of an occurrence, we used to make the sounds, or after some days, we'll make the baby to understand the light, or it might be signals, or the voice patterns and all. Later line, immediately you guys will start explaining two letters, words, or small catchy words, wherein which baby can able to understand. To verify this or to validate this, what you'll do, you will ask the baby again, hi, here, whatever you have, make the baby to teach. If the baby responds, what feel that you're happy in the sense that the intelligence has been added perfectly. Similarly, when you bought a laptop, or it might be a desktop machine, initially it will be dummy Husky machine, in which until unless you add an intelligence for that, it's not going to respond anything, right? It's not like, initially you're going to train the model. For example, you're going to build a model such a way that you in initial phases, I think I still remember one of my student of UG Scholar, he built a born baby synthesis model for languages. Okay, for example, the people who are at village people, or they could not able to access the internet facility in a much way, or they could not able to access the computers and all. How they can learn programming languages? Okay, they built a project. Actually, it was a wonderful project in which what how exactly it works is they can learn for example, in the local language Kannada, or with the help of multilingual language. Before 5 6 years, 7 8 years back, he built a model. How the model works is, it will initially tell the model to add two numbers, addition of two numbers, or in local language they'll tell. Based on that, for that addition of two numbers, what is the instruction set required for C language or Python language or Java language, it will display immediately. And for same way, it's keep on learning how the user will learn. Immediately it will go for next level. In a sense, how to add three numbers. Okay. Once after learning all these things, you can able to write the Pythagoras theorem, right? In a sense, using any of the languages, right? So this is a born baby synthesis model. Similarly, in case of a machine to understand, we'll make the machine to learn in the first phase, how to recognize an object, or it might be a color, or just whatever, right? Okay. Similarly, in case of a baby model, we used to make the baby to understand the color, or items, or vegetables, or fruits, or whatever, right? Similarly, after down the line, some days you'll ask the baby to walk, or run, or whatever, right? Initially, when the baby has been born, immediately will not make the baby to learn the sentences and all, right? This is all about the learning phase. Okay, this is an effort to make the training phase in which we're making the baby or the system to learn. Similarly, AI is a technique or technology in which, with the help of lot of machine learning or deep learning techniques, we are adding extra intelligence to the machine in such a way that machine will act smarter and smarter. Okay, we chooses multidisciplinary field encompassing machine learning or NLP or computer vision, robotics, and many more. Okay, so I think you got some, pinch of a salt what exactly the meaning of AI and how exactly AI works. It's a for a dummy husky empty box. We are adding extra intelligence, which I can synthetically call it as artificially adding the intelligence. Hence, it's called as artificial intelligence. The other geek word, which is talk of the town, we all know that blockchain, which is a decentralized network. Okay, I think I have given some encompass leverage of. I should have explained few aspects of what is centralized network and decentralized network. As it is a part of the talk again, let me give you some insight towards this. When we talk about centralized computer networks, there are basically two types of networks. Initially, based on the complete architecture, we have two types of network. One is computer centralized network. One is decentralized network. What exactly the meaning of centralized network? There will be a centralized server. It's similar like a classroom, where in which a teacher is going to teach the students. And if the teacher go out of the room, the complete class will be happy. In a sense, complete class will be not working, right? And who should be active first? Always the teacher should be active. And similarly, the server should be active first. How many clients I can have? In the number of clients. Even though we have a lot of drawbacks in client server, which are those load balancing. If the number is very high, clients are very high, how to maintain the load? The cost impact is very high. And also security. When it comes to a point of security, or whatever they will be kind of intermediate person. They used to ask the credentials. They ask us to show the data. They ask us to show the all the passwords and all. But we never give the passwords to our neighbors or to our friends or to my colleagues or somebody. But we used to give everything to the third party like Google, Amazon, and all, right? So that is all about centralized network. Keeping all this drawback, there is an emergence of a decentralized network, or we can also pretty call it as a pretty fascinating network called as peer-to-peer network, in which we don't have any kind of centralized body, and each and every node will behave like a entity, single entity, and each and every node will behave like a server. That is what exactly called a decentralized network. We can remove the third party intervening in this decentralized network, in which directly the person can communicate. In case of centralized network, if I wanted to communicate to my colleague or somebody, I have to go via server, right? Like that mail ID and all. But in case of peer-to-peer network, I don't require any person to communicate with the other person. Direct communication is there. Still, if even though after having all these drawbacks in centralized network, we still follow the centralized network. The only reason is that to achieve or to they don't want to leave their ownership between ownership of the centralized network. Okay. And this blockchain is a decentralized and distributed ledger technology that records transaction in a secure, immutable, and transparent manner. Okay. This is just a highlight or insight what exactly the overview of AI and blockchain technology. How exactly blockchain technology work? Okay. And user request for any kind of transaction. Transaction does not mean that only sending a money. It's not. Any activity happens in a blockchain, we can call it as a transaction. To do the transaction, it requires a transaction fees. The fees can be of any form, gas points, or it might be ether points, or it might be any small money or anything. We can call that as transaction fees. Okay, when any user wanted to request for transaction in the decentralized network, the network of nodes uses its known algorithms. For example, I have 5 nodes in the decentralized network. All those 5 algorithms will come to conclusion. We can call them as smart contract. They will be running at the backend with some similar kind of algorithm, right? Hence, we can call them as autonomous bodies. Whenever any node or any network or system of network nodes, if they're following the same algorithm or if they're following the same architecture, we can call such network as autonomous network. Okay, and they all comes under the same algorithms they are going to follow, and based on that algorithm, the transaction which comes as a new transaction, it will be validated and verified. Once a transaction is validated, and that transaction will be updated to the sender or the user who sent the transaction, whether it's valid or invalid, we have to go ahead and all. And the transaction is which is combined with other transaction. Once it is verified, end of the day, to create a new block of data, and that block we can call it as a ledger. Okay, that ledger it will be verified. The transaction gets verified, and once it is verified, the complete transaction will be executed at the back end. Okay, this is how actually the transaction works. For example, in case of current technology, if you want to do something directly, the third party will verify your transaction and they'll transfer the money, or it might be any operation. But in case of blockchain technology, it's not like that. How it does basically, in case of blockchain technology, the transactions will be verified by the all the users who are in the network, whether it's an authenticated transaction, or it follows the rules and regulations what we comply in the nodes, and then the transaction will be verified. That is the way how the transaction works. Okay. This AI, as I already said, it's a combination of all these, sub constant bodies. One is, I think you can able to see a neural network, okay, and we can able to see a machine learning. It's a combination of, natural NLP, natural language processing, planning, perception, knowledge, cognitive system, and neural networks. It comes under a flag of all these technologies. I think nowadays we have federated learning also. I think most possibly you all guys know the meaning of federated learning. Federated learning is a kind of advanced machine learning in which the security is by default decentralized and security is authenticated using blockchain technology. Hence, it's called as federated learning. Okay, it's again a basic machine learning, but with added blockchain or by default, which works on decentralized network, we can call it as federated learning. Okay. Again, we have other parts or facets of AI also are there, like it might be explainable AI, prompt engineering, they all comes into picture of this. This is a broad area where you can understand how exactly artificial intelligence works with the help of knowledge, perception, planning, NLP languages, or it may be robotics, machine learning, neural networks, and cognitive systems. Okay, and most possibly, figure out that why we have to amalgamate, why we have to converge AI in blockchain. The basic foundation, or layman understanding why blockchain and AI, which are two most transformative technologies in this today's digital world, by which we can able to provide highest security. And obviously, when we talk about security, the transaction fees is very high. They will be cost efficient. They may not be cost efficient, but still the people will follow. The reason is that they will provide better security. AI enhances decision making by analyzing vast amount of data. I think decision making in centralized system is cumbersome. I think you all know it, right? Because for every transaction, or it might be the work that should be verified in centralized network, it should be taken care by a centralized body only, that is centralized server only. But in case of AI, if you would have used that with the help of blockchain, that automation can be adapted, wherein which we can have advancement in verifying, or advancement in by the looking at the patterns, or there's something called anomaly detection, like the patterns are not completely changed. That's it's called as anomaly. How we can overcome that anomaly, and all these can be picturized with the help of this blockchain. On the other hand, ensures security. Very, very important for the security, because we thought of not implementing only the blockchain to your very simple application. We thought of implementing this blockchain on financial applications, or it might be agriculture applications, or it might be border applications, like border security applications, or various applications. Okay, so in which we can have a secure communication between the parties, and transparent. Moreover, decentralized, immutable transparency. Okay. Now, in the current scenario, in case of centralized network, if your user account is not working, we'll request a third party or request a centralized body to recover, or we can call it as a river, or why can't we have a recovery of your account and all? Whatever the details and ask, will provide, right? Why you have to provide the account details to them, the third party? Frankly speaking, right? Because they are the one they are providing the service, right? But in case of decentralized, it's not like that, and you are not at all sure that why you are giving those details to them. Simply, they're asking the details. As you sure that Google or it might be Amazon or Facebook or Flipkart, they are the no servers. You are providing the details. But are you sure that why you are providing those details? Why they're asking those details? You are not sure, right? That transparency is not at all there in centralized network. But that kind of transparency we can able to achieve in case of decentralized network, and that is all about why we require AI and blockchain. And also, when combine these technologies to address the key challenges in cybersecurity, we can able to achieve the data integrity or interoperability. I think these are the basic functions. I think probably you all know this. There are, as we all know that deep principles of blockchain technology, we have CIA trade, that is confidentiality, integrity, and our authentication. They are the main major things of CI. People will call it as authentication or availability, but they all comes in the picture. Integrity is major factor, right? If a small change happen, it will affect the whole network, a whole transformation. I think there's a lot of examples. Correct? I think whether you know it or not. These are again some security threats in blockchain networks or automated networks. There's an issue recently happened. I don't remember where exactly. In Mumbai, some part, because of a small integrity issues. What is integrity, guys? A small change in the data. For example, I sent a data called hi, hello, good morning. HIHALLOGOODMORNING. A small change. For example, instead of good morning, I'll remove everything. I'll add GM. This modification of data is called as integrity loss, right? This integrity loss affects the real-time applications in a huge impact. I don't know whether you guys have observed this or not. There was a shutdown of whole city, okay, for a few minutes, just because they have instead of they given the supply of some 1,000 watt or something. I don't remember the number. They have removed 1 0. Okay, it's a small because completely it's automated, right? No human intervention. It's working fine. Okay, a small change because the attacker changed the value from 100 to 1,000. The complete huge loss happened for the whole network, right? So this is one of the important drawback of integrity. We have to make sure about cybersecurity involvement in blockchain also. And when we talk about AI technology and blockchain technology, they're completely contrast together. But we usually use on the top of blockchain by implementing AI, as AI is a decentralized network, but blockchain is a decentralized network. And the advantage of AI, something fast evolving and completely, it's now as it is centralized, completely opaque. What happens in the backend, we are not at all sure. How you train the model? What more? If you give the new data, how decentralized. Sorry. Can you able to listen my voice? Okay. Is my voice audible?
Yes, sir, you're audible.
Yes, sir, audible.
Sorry. Something. Yeah, there was network issue actually. So suddenly it's disconnected. Yeah. Sorry for that. Yeah. When we talk about this, I think I was dealing with this. Uh, that is the blockchain is a decentralized network, and it's a immutable network. What exactly why it's called as decentralized network? Because there is no single point of connection or something like that. And immutable blockchain is immutable. Where in case artificial intelligence is a fast evolving, blockchain is a transparent network, but artificial intelligence is an opaque network. It's a kind of a different entities. How we can able to merge, or we can able to take out this. Okay. When we talk about a category of blockchain technology and artificial intelligence, this blockchain is a decentralized and distributed digital ledger that records transaction across multiple computers. And artificial intelligence is a simulation of human intelligence in machines that can perform tasks to lower the burden of the humans. We have introduced human intelligence and learn from data. It's a kind of simulation of a human intelligence. How we behave, similarly, the machine also try to behave. Okay. That's a main something like an example, Tomra. How we go to market and see the vegetable. Similarly, the machine also will able to see the things. How I see the for example vegetable, the machine will also see. How I touch and pick up the vegetable which are good. Similarly, the machine also able to do it, right? So that is what exactly simulation of human intelligence in machines. Okay. And main functionality of blockchains, which provides a secure, transparent method of recording and verifying transactions and data. And artificial intelligence enables machine to perform tasks that typically require human intelligence, such as pattern recognition. You can check out any certain pattern, right? Something like mm, it's like a kind of a pattern which are same, which are different. The pattern is very important. We have to observe here, and we can able to check out decision making. Decision making is a major factor. Uh, mm, Whenever if you want to perform any kind of conclusions, like whether it's right or not, the decision making will be very faster and where it will perform very accurately, something like cancer prediction or anything. Okay, they can able to solve, they come to conclusion. And also problem solving. Okay, problem solving, it's again, it's any complex data, or if it is completely complex, this AI, human intelligence, simulating the human intelligence may provide a better solution. Okay, some use cases, if you can understand blockchain intelligence like cryptocurrency, supply chain management, identity verification, smart contracts, and decentralized applications. And similarly for AI, we have NLP, natural language processing, or machine learning, or computer vision, or autonomous systems, or predictive analysis, and robotics. They all comes. Some examples, something like Bitcoin, Ethereum, Hyperledger, supply chain tracking system, and DeFi platforms like decentralized finance platforms. Similarly, if you, I think DeFi, I think yesterday I mentioned examples, if you remember, in which we have, we can have, NFT tokens also. While dealing with the previous yesterday's presentation, I think I was dealing with DeFi. How about virtual for artificial intelligence? We have virtual assistants like Siri, Alexa, recommendation systems, huge recommendation. I think recommendation system for blockchain using security. They all plays a role. Recommendation movie, recommendation system, or nowadays not only movie, anything you may name it for medical issues also. Which shop we have to visit? Everything we have recommendation system, right? Which college to go, for everything. You can name it, you tell me, I'll tell the example. Okay, for everything, they used to follow the recommendation system. Autonomous vehicles also. Completely, I think if you remember, in 1G, 2G, 3G, 4G, 5G, and we are research is going on 6G and 7G. Okay, 100%, autonomous vehicles are in 5G only, right? I think it was, I think if you remember, if you know, I don't know whether you people know it or not, something called the completely in 1G, if you want to buy a car, if you want to travel from one place to other place, you have to order a vehicle, they'll come to you, you have to sit at the back end, the driver will go to destination without any path, without by his practice or something, he has to go. In 2G, we have an amalgamation of GPS that comes into picture. We can able to make a call and text a message, short messages and all. They can able to send and receive. You can make a person and he will come with the car. If you call the person, you can pay, can sit at the back and you can go. In 3G, there was the introduction of multimedia data in 3.5G, where we can able to have a video call and audio calls also. It was not efficient in the real-time networks. Stored audio and video was working efficiently, and in which again you can book a car. The driver will come and can have a cup of coffee at the back end, and he'll visit the places. Somehow small GPS comes into picture, some main highways and all. In 4G, there was amalgamation of you don't want to book a car, call a driver. You can book a car with the help of third-party applications like Ola, Uber, and all. With the help of third-party application, nearest vehicle will come to you, and they will construct the back end, have a cup of coffee or whatever, and they'll reach the destination if you don't speak also, and they will go by their own choice for next drive, right? In the 5G, you have to book a car with the help of third-party application, and the vehicle will come to you, and you can have a cup of coffee at the back end, but you should not fear drivers, right? That's called as driverless car, right? Mhm. But how this work actually with the help of V2X technology? V2X in the sense vehicle to X means anything. Vehicle to anything, because without drivers, without human intervention, if the vehicle has to travel, means it has to communicate with everything, right? Vehicle has to communicate with vehicle has to communicate with vehicles, has to communicate with other vehicles, vehicle has to communicate with like something else, vehicle has to communicate with everything. It has we expect. Whenever it has V2X technology, whenever we call, they all comes under AI intelligence, because just by with the help of sensor device it will not work perfectly. Whenever it's rainy, automatically the it has to swipe, right? Swiper should automatically start working. So see why I'm telling all these things, because V2X technology plays a very important role in which we have an amalgamation of AI also, IoT also. All intelligence should be added, right? Automatically it has to apply a brake. Not only sensor should work, which obstacle appears, and all those things. Actually, why I'm telling this, because this no autonomous vehicles is one of the pretty good example to understand the importance of AI and facial recognition system. When we're talking about facial recognition system, I will speak something about password. What is password? Password is something which users to provide authentication, right? Initially, the users followed with 1, 2, 3, 4. They have the strong password they filed. There will be an attack of what kind of attack we can have, brute force attack, right? I can go with 1, 2, 3, 4 possible values of 0 to 9, 0 to 9, 0 to 9, and 0 to 9. They went with why can't we have alphabets, right? They introduced alphabets for that. We have passwords with alphabets, right? Like 1, 2, 3, 4, ABCD. Again, brute force attacks comes into picture. We can have the possible values of A to Z, A to Z, right? Capital A to Z and lowercase a to Z. Okay, it's not secure 100%. So why can't we have special characters inclusion? And people will have a misconception that even today, the password something like this. I am giving a lecture at ATAL FDP. Is this the strongest password, or ATAL at $1 to $3? Which is strongest password? Usually people will tell the second one. Why? Because we have special characters and all. Please understand, special characters, how many are there? Hardly 9. At dollar, hardly 9 or 10, right? What about alphabets? How many alphabets we have? 26. So how much time requires to crack the brute force attack of a password of alphabets? It's more time, right? So the password with a lengthy with just characters, they are very strong password actually. Okay. See, after that they went with what captchas. After that they went with image captcha. Those things all comes into picture. But what the major drawback of the system is, if I don't have, if I know my father password, if I know my friend password, human intervention was not at all compulsory. If I know those password, I can aram se log in, I can aram se use the system. So there was an introduction of biometrics comes into picture. What is the meaning of biometrics, guys? Biometric is nothing but physiological and biological operations that happens, right? Like thumb impression, palm impression, facial recognition, retinal recognition, or iris recognition. They all comes into picture of biometrics, right? Out of those, one standard application was FRS called as facial recognition system. I think you all know this also. This thumb impression, facial recognition, or palm impression, they all failed like anything, because you can see if you remember the old movies and all. At the end of the movie, the usually the villain used to remove the mask and tell, right, I'm not that person, I'm this person. In the sense, what I mean is, facial recognition never be a strong password nowadays, right? Okay, they can reproduce the same size of silicon toy of the face, whatever you wanted to reproduce. It can reproduce the same thing, right? So attacks are very high, and hence, as far as somehow right now iris recognition system or IRS is a more stronger retinal recognition system is stronger because no two persons have the same eye cell. Forget about two persons, no two siblings or no two twins they have the same eye cells. Forget about the twins and siblings. The two eyes of a person, left eye of a person is not same as the right eye of a person. You believe it or not, how much difference, 1 by 10 power 70. That much difference, the patterns we have with the left eye of a person with the right eye of a person. So, facial recognition system is an added advantage or in which we have an intelligence by which we can able to reduce the, possible cyber attacks and fraud detection algorithms. Why I'm telling all these things because they all comes under the intelligence parts of artificial intelligence. End of the day, if you want to amalgamate this blockchain and AI, they should be a part of cyber security also. Correct? Okay. The next thing is how we can understand blockchain for interoperability. Blockchain, I think if you remember in yesterday's lecture, I have given some basic highlights, not completely, some insight towards how exactly interoperability works and all. Let me highlight again here. Blockchain interoperability refers to ability of different blockchain system to communicate and exchange data with one another. Okay, that is between the machines. For that only we are using NFTs. For that operation only we are using, you know, smart contracts by which we can able to achieve interoperability, right? Many blockchain networks operates in laws or creating barriers to exchange data. It might be for collaboration. This lack of interoperability limits the potential of blockchain technology, especially in industries where the cross-network interactions are essential, such as finance, health, and supply chain management. Okay, at these avenues or these places, this interoperability plays a very vital role. Wherein which whenever we have a drawback of those interoperability, we can able to achieve that. Okay. AI is a catalyst. Okay, it acts like a catalyst for blockchain interoperability whenever we have drawback. This is the main core of my presentation. Like, AI is a main part we are going to use as a catalyst for blockchain interoperability. Okay, AI has a potential to address these challenges by enhancing interoperability of blockchain networks using various mechanisms like smart data translation, automated cross-chain transactions, predictive analysis, and which enhance the security. Okay, so by using all these technologies, we can able to achieve not 100%. See, interoperability between the blockchain networks or within the networks, it's completely not only depend upon AI. That also can be happened. Proper maintenance of the blocks, proper transaction details, everything. It can be also be achieved somehow in a better way with the help of smart data translation, smart cross-chain transactions, predictive analysis, and enhancement. Yeah, you can see here, as we all know that AI will always work. Initially, when I started with the AI, there was no scarcity of data actually, but now it's not like that. Okay, we have huge and trillions, millions peta. I think we should not call nowadays it's as just a data. I think we all know it. We should call it as 3V data. That is we. I think you all know it, right? Vastity of data, volume of data, variety of data. I usually tell this whenever I usually give a lecture. I think initially. When we talk about the measurements of any kind of data in a home or in a in a street, there were hardly 2 or 3% they were using the Instagram. But now everyone forget about those Instagram as example. Every person of a child of an age of 7 or max to max 8 or 10. They used to have the separate accounts in Instagram, separate WhatsApp number. You think of the data, how much is going to collect, right? To have the search of those that was before 20 years and all. If you want to search the recent activity of Sachin Tendulkar, what we used to do, open Google or somewhere the repositories, type Sachin. Immediately the recent activity of that person will be displayed. But now, if you want to check the recent activity of the Sachin Tendulkar, if you type just Sachin, you'll get thousands of Sachins. You'll get thousands of Sachins. So, I mean, all social media start this and all. So, what intelligence required now? The string matching, the proper string intelligence required, like how I can capture the data, how I can, in an efficient way, I can able to segregate the data. See, why what I'm telling this because volume of the data is very huge. Not only the volume of the data, there is variety of data. Can you expect only similar candidate always? No. Some user is uploading some PDF files, some user is downloading some video files. It individually depends, right? So a huge volume of data was there in the blockchain network, and that trusted platform to store such data will be of a blockchain networks because as the days go keep on increasing, day by day the data is also keep on increasing. As the data is keep on increasing, you should understand how exactly how efficiently I have to end of the day I can call it jitter or delay. How efficiently you'll fetch the data. It's very important. Meanwhile, my dear friends, as I talk is that on. Meanwhile, we also have to secure the data. Trusted platforms. For example, as you have some limited data, if you explore that on the internet, some other attacker may use your data without your knowledge, right? So you should be very careful enough, whenever if you want to transfer or if you want to send the data, if you want to receive the data, trusted platforms to store such data is very, very important, as blockchain is clearly mentioned. Okay. When we talk about the foundation, okay, like why this, why blockchain, especially in digital era of communication, why security is very important, or why security plays a very vital role. Why? Because I think I usually tell this. If anybody go here and there, if somebody that I need some 100 rupees, I don't have money, please give. Somehow he'll get some money, right? Somehow some money he'll get. But if the same unknown third person, if I ask you a phone, mobile device, will you give? No, never. Why? Because we all depend upon data security. Okay, and you believe it or not, the data security is going like anything. Initially, I think I used to tell this. Okay, before 20 years or 15 years back, there was a huge demand for vegetable business. Correct. But now there's a huge demand for data business. What is data business? Selling the data. It might be public data or whatever. How, for example, let me give a simple example for this. I wanted to start a clothing center. Okay, what the basic criteria required? You need employees, you need the clothes. Explicitly, you're starting a clothing center for the age group between 50 to 30. Okay, see, you need youth target, right? See, everything is ready. Money is ready, everything is ready, clothes are ready, everything is ready. What next thing you require? Customers, right? How will you get the customers? Max to max, you can forward your advertisement links and all to all your friends, all your relatives, max to max 500 or 1,000. Correct. And before 20, 30 years, they used to put the pamphlet and they used to distribute every home. But now nobody will do that. How they'll do that? With the help of advertisement. What kind of advertisements they'll do it? It's called as digital marketing. They used to put the posters and all in all social media. If you put in all social medias, are you sure that all they'll check it out, they'll come and visit you people? Not sure, right? So then what a next strategy you can use there? We need the youths. That too, you may have a contact of 1,000. Obviously, you cannot expect all the 1,000 contacts are between 15 to 30. Correct. So how will you do that then? So my target is to send advertise mails and messages to the age group of 15 to 30. So that is what exactly deep, no, dark web, and that is exactly, we can call it as mainly, digital marketing or data business comes into picture. 10,000 mobile numbers, 10,000 mail IDs, 10,000 rupees. 5,000 mobile numbers, 5,000 mail IDs, 5,000 rupees. End of the day, you may have a question: how come they get all these mobile numbers and mail IDs? We are the person we gave. You believe it or not, wherever we go, we are the person we gave the mobile numbers and email IDs. If they say that this product is 50% off, if they say that this is, you'll get lesser discount you have, without a thought, without a knowledge, we'll install that application. Correct? Now, what I'm telling end of the day is, as they require data, mobile numbers are made. They don't want your password, guys. You may have that in your mind. Attackers want your password. That is secondary issue. We are talking about layman example. When you talk about this, they don't want your credentials and all. They just want your username and password. Okay, this is how the data business work into picture. End of the day, when we have the data business and all kind of this, end of the day, we wanted to secure the data. How we can secure the data? Using digital transactions and using blockchain technology, and we have to use intelligence of AI, right? Okay, by which we can able to secure the data. Why I'm given this example? Because security is the most priority nowadays. Okay, whether you are securing your documents, whether you are securing your documents, whether you're doing it or not, it's not a big deal right now. Whether you're securing your digital assets, whether you're securing your passwords, how you're securing your passwords, they will place a very important role nowadays. Okay, hence, my dear friends, security plays a very, very important or vital role in today's network or generation. Okay. And how this blockchain or security, the foundation of trust in digital operations, and how this blockchain reinforces security. Like what way? The first thing is immutability. Once the data is recorded, if you want to change the data, or if the owner want to change the data, it's a tedious job, guys. It's not so easy. That's the meaning of immutability. Okay. See, once data is entered, it cannot. Once the data is recorded in blockchain, it cannot be altered. Okay, if you want, for example, many people will ask the question, if authentically, if you want to change the data, if you want to do this, that will happen in a very complicated way, such a way that you have to assure that this, this transaction, what we're doing in the blockchain technology is verified or validated. Until that, never ever you can able to do the transaction. Okay, that's the reason immutability is not important reason. Okay, if you remember land ledger records. I'll show you some example, simple example. I think you may understand. You may understand. This is an example called immutable ledger. For example, in a recent past, if you check out here, the grandfathers who are residing in the villages and all, if you go and ask them, if they'll show, these are my 5 acres, all these are my 5 acres or 10 acres, whatever land. Do you believe it or not? Many of their lands got compromised by the attacker physically, and the data will be, manipulated and all. Okay, but in case of blockchain technology, if any changes happen, it's a traditional ledger, right? Like login time, logout time. Similarly, the land ledger records, registration, sub-registration office, you have to go there physically, you have to change the document and all. But in case of blockchain technology, if a small change happened, like instead of 10 acres, if it changes to just 9.9 acres, a small change, immediately everybody in the network will get to know it should be verified. It will be never accept the transaction as I want or as it will does. Yeah. My point is, it's not so easy. It's not so easy that the transaction of in blockchain technology will be happen as simple as you can consider in case of traditional ledger. Okay. The next important part we have called as other features. Let me go back to the previous presentation. decentralization. Okay, by distributing the data across multiple nodes, blockchain eliminates single point of failure. I think that's a huge. You believe it or not, I think if you remember, even though they're having a point called as they don't want to leave the ownership. I think in the recent past, in 2024, beginning of 2020, the end, there was a shutdown of 0.1 second or 1 minute in Facebook gives the return. Challenge of shutdown of huge cost. There was a huge loss in that. Okay, what I'm telling this because the maintenance of those servers it's not so easy. Okay, maintaining such multiple nodes or maintaining such multiple risk of hacks and breaches also very huge, right? Why? Because all our data, all our passwords are at one place. Correct. If you observe, all our data, all our passwords are sitting at one place. If that get compromised, whole network will be get compromised, right? So that's the reason decentralization somehow will able to eliminate single point of failure, which also reduce the risk of hacks or breaches. Okay, by which with help of blockchain technology, we have advanced encryption ensures that transactions and data exchanges are protected from unauthorized or the third party applications access cannot be happen. It will be completely denied. Okay. Yeah, as we are coming to the AI and blockchain, that is two transformative technologies which are shaping the industries. Right? What are the important factors? Let me discuss deal one by one. One is the importance of security and interoperability. That is security in the sense ensuring data protection, trust, or against cyber threats. Okay, which should not affect the cyber threats like. Lot of threats are there. You believe it or not, when we talk about cyber spamming, a lot of attacks, cyber phishing, okay, cyber squatting. Okay, cyber squatting is one famous attack. Similarly, we have huge attacks out there. Okay, they this AI blockchain technology which ensures how we can avoid or how we can achieve zero attacks on any of the blockchain networks and interoperability enabling seamless communication and collaboration across diverse systems. This is very important aspects of blockchain. Why? Because if it is centralized network, everybody goes to single point of connection. But in case of decentralized network, you have to interact with the others. Then only will get to know how collaborations can happen across diverse systems. Okay, or else if you are in the network, you have to communicate only with one or two person, right? So, but in case of if you would have wanted to achieve interoperability, enabling seamless communication and collaboration will happen across diverse systems. Okay, that is what exactly we can able to have the importance of security and interoperability and the power of combining AI and blockchain. AI enhance intelligence, automation, decision making. As we discussed already, how automation works. For example, if you want to determine whether the link or website which you're typing right now is sure or not, in case in a manual operation, going to redirect to some other website or some other link or some other things, until that you have to wait. Correct. And one more thing is, once you got compromised by the third party, you cannot able to come out easily come out, right? But so when we have the automation of AI intelligence and all, once I press the link or website link or any mail link and all, immediately the default version of blockchain should appears, and they have to show that by using any machine learning technique or whatever, they have to show that whether this apply options what we're using there right or not, that should be verified. Okay, so that is what exactly called automation. It makes a user to identify or rectify or we can overcome those in a very faster way, hence it's called as automation. If you use AI, we can use this faster applications. Okay, and decision making also. Blockchain also guarantees transparency, security. I think I've said more than two times already how it's going to achieve transparency and how it's going to achieve security, how it's going to achieve integrity. And at last, together they create robust foundation for secure and interoperable digital ecosystems, by which we can able to have good operation between the nodes or between the parties, so we can achieve good interoperable communication between the systems. Okay. Synergy between blockchain, AM blockchain are two transformative technologies, and when integrated, complement each other's strengths, and which also address each other's limitations also. And when you look up the technological advancements, I'll show you my one of my book, Convergence of AI and Blockchain, by Springer. Once I finish my talk, there will be default. Certainly, there will be limitations. Okay, there are something like enhanced data security. Even though we may achieve data security, which may achieve with the help of this, we can achieve data enhanced one. Data integrity and quality of this also matters a lot. Data integrity, no data should get compromised, and quality of the data should retain the same. Whatever the data is sent, it might be image or video, whatever, the quality should not get degraded in the communication. That is not the point of blockchain. That is the point of AI, because in blockchain, will not bother about the quality. Will bother about the data. What data is sent, it should be same. That's all. Okay. And it also achieves DML. I think many of you people heard of this. Many people are going with decentralized machine learning concepts, right? It's again same as of machine learning, where in which you're applying that on the decentralized systems, and smart contracts and automation and tokenization of AI assets. These are somehow pretty fascinating applications, in which we can able to achieve smart contracts and automation, and also with the help of tokenization, we can able to achieve AI assets. Okay. And also look up how we can able to enhance blockchain technology. Like one is automating smart contract execution. I think yesterday I have explained what is a smart contract. Smart contract is nothing but an agreement between the parties to work. Okay, and what smart contract consists of, based on the type of application. If it is a financial application, for every transaction, what is the fees and how many transactions you can do per day, like kind of thing. Okay. Similarly, if it is an agreement between, same as of you can remember or you can resemble, if you are a new tenant to a house and the owner will give a agreement, right? How many bulbs, how many taps in the home, and how many all the paint and all. Similarly, here also, smart contract is an agreement between the parties. Okay, without smart contracts, we cannot able to do no secure and proper communication, because else the individual node may behave individually, because there's no centralized person to maintain, right? There's no centralized like node or centralized node to maintain this particular blockchain, particular transaction, right? So there should be somebody who has to encompass how this is working with the help of they are working. One more thing is all the nodes have to obey the same rules and regulation. One can say yes, one cannot say yes. It will not matter. It matters a lot, right? Because they're all working on the same autonomous system, right? So they all have to follow the same thing. Okay. And self-executing agreements where the terms are written in code and automatically enforced on the blockchain. AI can enhance process by automation, or with the help of AI we can able to have some examples like fraud detection. Okay, AI algorithms can dynamically adapt contract terms based on real-time data, making smart contracts more flexible and efficient. Like initially, still remember, we can able to write the smart contract by our own, like the conditions, the terms, and all. But what they're doing is they're enhancing the AI by using dynamically real-time applications and all, by using the real-time data and all, using some deep learning models and all. We can able to make the AI models very dynamically, and also make smart contracts more flexible and efficient. This is what we can have. And fraud detection, yeah, AI can analyze transaction patterns to identify suspicious activities before executing contracts. Example, in supply chain management, AI can monitor shipment data, automatically trigger the payments via contracts, where the concerned persons like delivery and quality are met. Where this is all about. Please understand how we can have AI can enhance blockchain technology. And as I mentioned, predictive analysis for threat detection. Blockchain are secure but not immune to vulnerabilities like 51% attacks or Sybil attacks. Hello? Is any doubts? Okay. What exactly the meaning of 51%? I think most of the people heard of this in blockchain, by which you can heard of this in consensus protocols and all, right? There will be an attack called as 51% attack. I think usually we'll discuss this in your blockchain topics. If you want to have a transaction to be verified or valid, there will be certain people in the network, they have to agree, right? How come the majority will comes into picture where it's above 50%, right? Anything above 49% or 50%, we can call it as a majority, right? Similarly, in case of this blockchain technology also, if you want to secure, if you want to overcome the vulnerabilities, there is some attack. We have 51% attack. Whenever we see this word 51%, we think that something fishy, right? Either we somebody forced to cast a vote or make it vulnerable. Why? Because if it is above 60, 70, 55 and all, nobody will have an attack. Okay, we assure that it's not an attack. But whenever we have 51% attack, we may force somebody to do this, right? So that kind of blockchains are secure but not immune to vulnerabilities like 51% attack or Sybil attacks. Okay, that is what thing. And AI excels in analyzing vast data set and identifying patterns of malicious behavior. This is also one of the example where AI, which help us to analyze vast data sets and identifying the patterns of malicious behavior. Okay, this is also the thing. And some use cases you can see like threat detection, which AI can flag anomalies. What is the meaning of anomalies? Abnormal behavior, right? In transaction patterns or something like, I can usually give this example for anomaly detection, where in which in computer networks every in a common scenario, every day, user used to have a transaction of 500 rupees or 1000 rupees. But suddenly, in a month or in 2 months, once in a 2 months, suddenly some 10,000 or 20 lakhs together they transacted and all. It seems no, so that's a major thing we have to observe here. See, whenever we have a threat detection, AI can flag anomalies in the transaction patterns, enabling early detection of potential attacks. They all come under the potential attacks of AI. Okay, so it also helps us to do network optimization. That is, AI can perform network congestion, network and recommend adjustment to reduce the optimization. Okay, so this is also one thing you have to keep in your mind, by which we can able to reduce the delays. Okay, that is what AI can do it. Optimization. See, whenever we feel that they somehow secure, it does not mean that it's going to take some hours together, months together to execute, right? So it does not mean that, right? So immediately, whenever I get the output, they also uh, uh, should get the output, right? So that is what no the thing, the patterns, anomaly patterns, or it might be identifying the malicious, vast data set, analyzing, patterns of malicious behavior, or enabling detection of potential attacks. End of the day, even after giving substantially all these things, end of the day, we should make the respective adjustments by which we can able to achieve, without delay, we have to achieve the security, right? It does not mean that it takes months together, days together to achieve the security. Along with that, it has to achieve AI for network forecast network condition and recommend adjustments to reduce the delays. Okay. Okay, this is how exactly predictive analysis for the threat detection can happen. Even after providing the security, we also should bother about network optimization. End of the day, we can have the benefits over the integration of AI and blockchain technology, that is convergence of AI and blockchain technology. The first thing is trust issue. Okay, as we blindly believe in the trust or blindly believing the third party, that should not happen. That should not happen in case of this, by which we could not able to have a blockchain which ensures transparency in AI decisions by making data and process auditable, which is the main trust factor, because trust factor nowadays plays a very important role. Like we may assume or believe the third party blindly, like as based on the reputation of the industry, but building the trust in the initial stages, it's not so easy, right? So blockchain ensures transparency. Whenever we have the transparency, nobody will ask, right? So end of the day, we can have a trust that to AI decisions by making data and which can process data, process the auditable. Okay. And AI also efficiently optimizes blockchain operations such as consensus mechanism and also to improve the speed and scalability. This is also, as I already mentioned, AI, which helps us uh, mechanism is in blockchain technology. Most of people consensus protocol mechanism it's kind of which is based on consensus protocol. We have to achieve the speed, and we also can able to achieve scalability just with the help of consensus mechanism, which helps us for the term, you know, which helps us mainly which helps us from blockchain strengthens the robustness of AI by protecting data and models from malicious. Okay, malicious data actors, like it might be virus, worms, malicious anything. Okay, based on that, it's going to provide security for that. Okay, these are some real-time examples where we can the amalgamation of AI and blockchain technology. One is healthcare AI, which is stored on the blockchain network. I think a huge data of patient data. Why can't we have the amalgamation of blockchain for that? Why? Because when a patient go to other hospital, again he has to test again all the tests, right? It's a cumbersome for the patient. So for the huge data are available already. Again, the patient has to undergo the same test records and all. So that can be overcome with the help of blockchain and AI. Recommend patient personalized treatments, and also supply chain management also. Complete automation will be there with the help of AI from the start of the product, manufacturing the product to the end-to-end delivery. Blockchain ensures product authenticity, where AI predicts demand trends for efficient logistics. It might be of a sale, or it might be of the intermediate, military removing of military person, or the increase of the cost product. Everything we can able to maintain with the help of supply chain management. Okay, and one more real-time, real-world example, something like finance, where we can able to achieve a transaction data, AI enhanced fraud detection in the real-time application. But we may tell the application at the outset, we talk challenge, it's not so easy because people are not at all happy for the amalgamation of blockchain AI, for especially for financial security. Okay. Yeah, as I mentioned, we can use this blockchain AI for secure applications, supply chain management applications, data analytics applications, or it might be authenticity verifications like biometrics, or it might be password security and all. And for the development of smart contract development, decentralized data storage, where there will be a copy of the data everywhere, where we can achieve transparency. The fast application, we can use it everywhere. This is what exactly we can able to achieve, blockchain security with the help of, somehow we can able to use use cases. for at the end of the day, after all the applications, case studies, use case, everything, end of the day, we have to check what are the challenges we can able to achieve, or we can able to check with the AI amalgamation with blockchain. What are the issues or challenges? One is first protocols. Okay, different blockchain networks use different protocols, different consensus mechanism, different structures, making it difficult to achieve seamless communication, wherein which one blockchain network wanted to communicate with the other blockchain network. Okay. See, whenever blockchain network B1, for example, if it wants to communicate with blockchain network B2, if they are belongs to same private blockchain networks, fair enough. They used to follow the same consensus mechanism. But when they used to follow different consensus mechanism,
Sir, excuse me, Guruji, sir.
hello.
Sir. Good evening, sir. Good evening, sir. I just let me to get one small clarification. Is it AI using blockchain technology or blockchain technology is using AI, sir? Here, our previous slide.
So, what? I don't think so. We are converging both the technologies, both AI and blockchain. Blockchain and AI, they are same, right? So what we're doing is we have huge data initially, right? To adding the intelligence for that, adding the intelligence for that is the main concept, right? How we can able to amalgamate for that intelligence, why we can't have this again? Because we always bothered about fast accessing of data, fast, of the data and all. When you come to the point of security, AI is not up to the mark. They all use centralized network. So why can't we have technology on that network? That's the whole sole idea of this. Hope you got, sir.
Yes, sir. But it is a challenge to another challenge may be different, right? As per your concern definitions. So, for example,
Yeah. See, wherever, yeah, you're right, sir. Wherever we feel that, you're right, sir. The thing is, see, no matter what application, which project, or which technology you're going to use, there will be certain challenges. Correct. Similarly, if you want to amalgamate this blockchain with AI, there will be certain challenges also. That's the reason we have challenges. Does not mean that which will be a hurdle to adapt the application of convergence of these two. We can do that, but there will be certain challenges which leverage the user not to go with that. That's like ability issue, diverse protocols. That
efficiency wise,
you got something, sir?
yes, sir. Efficiency wise or performance wise, which one will be with the very good? That is AI versus blockchain or blockchain versus AI? While in integration for the selected challenges.
Sir,
Of course, you
yeah,
understand
I
my.
got it. End of the day, they are same, sir. If you AI using blockchain or blockchain using AI, they seems to be like not much different. They're all same only. Hope you got something. Please respond, sir. Hello.
Yes, sir, you can carry on, sir.
Okay. Yeah, please kindly mute participants, so I think it will be not an interruption. Yeah, we can have. I was dealing with diverse code. Yeah. If you would have used various blockchains, blockchain one will be using some consensus protocols, some protocols, as they're all in the same network. The other blockchain, they may follow in different consensus protocol, or they may follow different networks, different dimensions of consensus protocol. Communicating between them might be a challenging issue whenever we are amalgamation of AI and blockchain. But most of the cases, if they wanted to communicate with the other blockchain network, we have to check the blockchain network where they follow the same communication. Okay, so that's so same protocols. Okay, and the second issue is scalability issue. I think scalability issue and adaptability, I usually highlight everywhere whenever I speak on blockchain. Why? Because to do one simple transaction, I have to do n minus one communication. Okay, because if I want to send one data to one person, I have to send the same transaction to everybody in the network. So obviously it will be cumbersome. The data will be very high. Right? So I usually feel that when we have a higher security and higher intelligence, fast success, there will be drawback of resource optimization, or it might be cost efficiency. So that is a major concern towards scalability issue. And when we talk about cross-domain communication, security concern, cross-chain communication must be secure to prevent vulnerabilities, and also we can have potential exploits. And also we have a complex integration. If you feel that now integrate complex it's not so easy. Initially, first of all, adaptability of belonging to any application, DeFi, decentralized finance, or DeFi applications, or it might be healthcare applications, or LDF land ledger record, or any application for that matter. Adaptability itself is easy. It's not so easy. And even after adaptability, integrating disparate networks like blockchain with AI, complex architectures and network, it's again a challenging issue by default. Uh, um, these are some challenges.
Sir,
He left his network was out.
dear participants, kindly please wait, some network issues. We'll resume it soon. Dear participants, kindly wait. We will resume it soon. Some network issues.
Yeah, I'm really sorry for the inconvenience caused because suddenly the network falls and it happened. I'm really sorry for that. Never mind. I think I was dealing with the last part of my presentation. Yeah, I think my screen visible, I guess.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'm really sorry for that. Please,
No
never
problem, sir.
mind.
You can proceed.
Okay. I think the screen visible, no?
Yes,
Yeah,
sir. It's visible.
yeah. This is the one. One second. Yeah, the challenges, these are challenges which I was dealing. And when we talk about some application of smart contract applications on which enable the project, something like we can have blockchains with enabled smart contract applications, something like we can have the usage of AI here. You can check it out here. Machine learning, NLP, automated vehicle. This is just a same thing. Whatever I've explained so far, it's a pictorial representation of all these things in one slide. I'm putting here. I have to cite this. I took this from one of the articles, and in which I have all one all the applications of you can able to see here all the applications of smart contracts. It might be corrective decision making, high accuracy in predict disease, or it might be anything, or it might be autonomous vehicles or systems. Basically decent. This we can have various blocking technologies we may use blockchain, hydra chain, IBM blockchain. Various blockchains are available. You can use based on the reputation of the blockchain. Okay. And end of this, with help of these technologies, with the help of the blockchain technologies, we're able to develop this application by which we can able to have we can and a few applications are already available. So you can check out in the internet. There are some ML, AI, and blockchain. So this is just a pictorial representation. Yeah, let me come to the last slide of my presentation, that is security issues right now, which we have only AI, something like malicious uses of adversarial attacks, lack of transparency, bias in AI decision making. Sometimes they feel that there might be a bias in based on the data, training the model and all. But if you use blockchain with AI, no, if you would have used, I think we can overcome those things also. If you have only blockchain technologies, we can have there issues like 51% attack, vulnerabilities in smart contracts, quantum computing threats, environmental impact, interoperability, private key management. Like these are the various attacks that are possibly happens in blockchain, and these are the various attacks possibly happen in AI. So if we have the amalgamation of these two, might be possibly help us to solve a better solution for this. Okay, this is all about my talk. Okay, and as I mentioned, I have one book which we have wrote on the same thing. Let me show you that. Okay. Mm, I think my screen visible. No, can anybody respond?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's visible.
Please, is my visible?
Yes, sir.
It
Yes,
is
sir. It's
visible,
visible,
sir.
sir. Go ahead, sir.
Yeah. Yeah. 1 second. This is one convergence of IoT and blockchain technologies, and few chapters. One of my book which were written, in which we have chapters purely based on convergence of AI with blockchain also there. So you can check out that also. I think yesterday I already shared my details and my things. Yeah, that's all from my side. Let me take some questions if you have, or else, yeah. If you have any questions, if you have any questions, you can please feel free to ask a question.
Dear participants, do you have any queries? You can ask.
As I was requested about to understand that AI versus blockchain versus AI. So, in which areas of challenges may get a very good efficiency or good performance? So, let us know some examples, please.
So please come out again, sir. Your question, I was not able to. Hello, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Guru, sir. Sorry, I'm asking number of questions. Uh,
No, no,
uh,
no. You have the rights to ask, sir. I'm very happy to answer. Please, please, sir. Please.
yeah, thank you so much for your kind permission, sir. Uh, as I requested that question, which was while during our session discussion. So AI versus blockchain or blockchain versus AI technologies. While you are integrating, so in which field of examples may get very good efficiency or good performance, robust performance results in a resultant field, sir. So let us know the selected challenges of the fields may get good performance.
Yeah, yeah. Sir, the thing is, efficiency of any network for that matter, it does not want to be a blockchain network, or it might be any network or any intelligence for that matter. Efficiency depend upon the type of application. Not only it's not about just amalgamating couple of technologies like Internet of Things with blockchain, cybersecurity with blockchain. No. Similarly, when on which application you're going to use, on which no, or tools and techniques you're going to use, how we are going to train the model, what security methods you're going to use. Based on that, we can able to define which is a robust technique or which is a robust technology. We cannot able to decide. We cannot generalize as AI with this or AI with this. It's a perfect solution. I can tell you, for example, even though blockchain is a decentralized one, can we replace the electronic voting machine? Because again, if you use completely digitized network, there will be human intervention. There will, a lot of politics will happen. They will kill the person. They may cast a vote. So, based on the respective application, we can achieve the efficiency. I think I had answered your question, sir.
So that means by trial and error we can achieve. That's it, right? By trial and error.
Yeah. Once we expertise in one domain of application where you are implementing the blockchain technology with AI, there I have to check the parameters on what security aspects I'm implementing, what kind of data I've taken, what kind of data I'm implementing. Based on that, I think we can able to come to a conclusion which is efficient, which is not efficient, and how we can able to overcome the drawback. We can able to think in that way, sir. That is my point wherein which we can pitch on to the efficiency and the robustness of a model.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for your questions.
Dear
Anybody else?
participants, any other queries?
Hello, sir.
Yeah. Please,
Good evening, sir.
please.
So my question is that in a blockchain network, when we have to validate a transaction, right? So a lot of energy is required, high computational system is required. How we can optimize that particular thing?
Yeah, I think
There are
when
some
we
algorithms,
yeah,
right?
question is very
So,
valid. That is the major challenging issue. I think even yesterday also I said about that. Scalability. Like if you want to do one transaction, there will be an involvement of huge gas fees or huge
yes.
resources. That is a challenging issue. One way what the people are working on is by writing the smart contracts in an efficient way. Okay, to execute the smart contracts, how much resource, how much gas point you require. By writing the smart contracts on the based on the application efficient way, somehow we can able to reduce the resources. That is one best way in which we can able to reduce the resources, resource consent of blockchain. Apart from that, for scalability, if you want to do one transaction, you have to do n minus one transactions. If you want to verify one transaction, that that's a major task.
Thank you, sir.
Dear
I
participants,
think I had
any other
answered that question,
queries?
no?
Yes.
Any other questions?
Hello, sir.
Yeah, please.
Hello. So, can you highlight scope for research in blockchain and AI? In which area there will be a scope for doing research?
I think I have highlighted a few areas in my presentation, if you remember. It might be healthcare. Healthcare is one of the finest area where we have huge amount of data, where you can able to, that is one. And DeFi is one of the famous area, like where people are working more and more on this, like decentralized finance. These are a few areas I can work on it. Wherever you feel that interoperability is a challenging issue and decentralization can be removed, you can adapt your blockchain technology with AI, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello, sir. Good evening.
Yes, sir. Please, sir.
Yeah, regarding I'm asking concerning about the security and safety of the information. Whether
Hmm.
these all the collected storage information are under control by any particular organization body or regulated body, the security and safety of the information, what we are doing in the present scenario, sir.
Obviously, sir, it will be. For example, if you take in the Google website of WhatsApp or Facebook, all your username, all your photos, videos, all your transactions, everything there in the centralized body, right? But if you that centralized server got compromised by the third party, I mean somebody, the complete all users will get their data will be lost. But they'll not do that, just I'm telling. But similarly, in blockchain network, everybody is going to have the copy of it. If one lost the data, other will be having. So somehow we can able to secure. And as it's not like we are going to secure all the data at the third party. If you want to build your own blockchain network, what's the involvement of the third party, any company or something like? If I, for example, I have own machines, I'll going to build my network. I'm going to build my blockchain network. Why I'll use somebody else data to somebody else part to save the data?
Because nowadays we are using AI, no? That's why I'm concerned about the information. Some of the information are very, secureable. That's
Yeah,
why.
I got it. I got it. I got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I had justified that. It does not mean that only the data will be saved in the third-party servers. It's although also we can build our own blockchain networks where in which we can we don't want to save any data in the third party.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. If no questions, can we wind up the session?
Dear participants, turn on your videos for the group pic. Sir, kindly can you stop the screen share?
I stopped, I guess.
No, sir.
I think I stopped, no?
No, sir. No, sir. It's just.
काय करायचंय? सॉर्ट करायचंय कशावर?
Like,
बर्ड्सवर बाय व्हॅल्यूवर.
oh yeah, yeah. How
Yes,
about
sir.
now?
It's now. Now, okay.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. We extend our sincere gratitude to Dr. Gururaj Hetzel for sharing his valuable insights and expertise with us today. Its deep knowledge of blockchain, cybersecurity, and emerging technologies has provided us with a greater understanding of the evolving digital landscape. His thoughts provoking session has not only enriched our perspectives but also inspired meaningful discussions on the future of decentralized technologies. We truly appreciate his time, dedication, and contribution to the field. Thank you, Dr. Gururaj Hetzel, sir, for an enlightening, engaging session. Thank you, sir, once again.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I should not forget to thank the organizing committee and for giving me an opportunity to deliver this talk. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
I can leave, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay, participants, we move on to the second session. Good evening to everyone. We are honored to welcome Mr. Manish Bharati, a seasoned software engineering and data engineering with over 3 years of experience in the fintech and logistic industries. Currently, he is in course track where he is specialized in backend development, automation, and emerging technologies. Beyond his professional work, Mr. Manish is deeply engaged in blockchain research. His expertise in his field is highlighted by his publication Blockchain and his integration in IoT, featured in the Springer lecture notes on data engineering and communication technologies. His research delivers into enhancing security, privacy, and data management in IoT systems through blockchain. Manish holds a Master of Computer Application from Christ University, Bangalore, where he is actively participated in tech events and research initiatives. Recently, he conducted a blockchain workshop at JAIN University, educating over 90 PG students on topics such as cryptography, blockchain mechanics, NFTs, and decentralized applications. Today, he will be presenting on cross-platform virtual asset ownership via blockchain. This session will explore how blockchain technology ensures secure, transparent, and decentralized ownership of virtual assets across different platforms. He aims to engage educators and researchers in thought-provoking discussions on blockchain transformative roles, real-world application challenges, and future research directions. Dear participants, please join me in welcoming the speaker, Mr. Manish Bharati. Over to you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Hey, thank you, ma'am, for the wonderful introduction. And I will be sharing my screen. Let me know once it is visible. Okay. Yes. I hope this
Yes,
is
sir.
visible, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. It's visible.
So, good evening, one and all present here, dear respected teachers, lecturers, and researchers, and students. So, I'm delighted to be here with you talking about blockchain, the most exciting development in digital world, cross-platform virtual asset ownership. So, we will explore like how blockchain can be used, and it's transforming ownership across industry, look at real world examples and discuss future trends in this technology and how we can reshape our world. So moving ahead, my voice is audible properly, right? I think it's clear.
Yes, yes.
Thank you for confirming. So moving ahead. So today's agenda, what we are going to discuss properly. So first introduction, we will discuss what this topic is about. What the heck is this? And virtual blockchain and virtual asset, how they are like interrelated. And we will also see why we are going to like go through 1.5 hour of this session. And we will see how blockchain is integrated with this system and what blockchain benefits are there in when we integrate these two things. And we will also see how an uh, uh, asset transform from one platform to another platform. And we will see few real world examples and where this cross chain what digital asset ownership is being used. And we will also see a case study where Walmart solved some real world problem using blockchain. And we will see challenges and limitations in this existing system. And then we will also see future trends. So before starting with this tech talk, I will want to know how many of you have dreamed about like having a lavish buying up a land and building uh, a dream home on that, and like living rest of your life there and enjoying there. So I'm asking this because this topic relates to this, where we have in India, we have multiple land dispute, where uh, if you buy a land and there will be some other person will come and tell that this land belongs to him and or her, and then that dispute starts shaping. So I will start with a like a real world story of my friend's relative, where he purchased a land in Bangalore. And he after doing so much paperwork, because in India you have to do so many paperwork, fingerprint they will take, all those things he did. And he planned for building a home, his dream home. He started constructing. Sorry. Okay, I will continue. So he started the construction of his dream home on his purchased land. And everything was perfect. Everything was going perfect until one person came and started claiming that that land belongs to that person. So what happened? Sorry, someone is speaking.
Sir,
Hello?
you please continue.
Okay, yeah. So that new person came and started claiming that that land belongs to him and it was illegally sold to you. So what happened now? He also showed few documents that this land belongs to him. So they fought for a while, and at the end, naturally, that case reached to a court, right? And the court, once anything reaches to the court, they put a board like you see on the screen, right? So the court put a board like telling that this land has been disputed, and no further construction is allowed there. And that has been like the court has been doing this verdict thing, and they are giving tariq pe tariq. And that my friend's relative is still fighting for that land where he was planning to build his dream home. So why did this happen? So why did this happen? This happened because government did not there was no proper records of that land uh, on government registry. And the court is taking too much time because uh, they will have to verify all historical document available for that land, right? And that verifying all historical document and being an Indian judiciary system, how much time it will take. So because of this, the land dispute is still going on. Now imagine a world where all the transactions, sales, ownership records are being tracked being saved on a tampered proof digital ledger, which can be easily accessible to all the parties and verifiable instantly. And it's not just imaginary thing. We can in current world, so many countries has started already using this enter blockchain. So blockchain has been enabling uh, this tech has been trying to solve this problem where you can easily go back and verify that this land belonged to this person, or this land belonged to previously this land belonged to other person. So it can be easily verifiable. And blockchain is tampered proof, like it's immutable. So you can trust that technology, that whatever the entry it has, it will be for sure it will be correct, right? So using this, it can be easily verifiable. So what blockchain technology brings into solving this problem, it creates a transparent, immutable records of land ownership, right? Which will lead to instant dispute resolution if anything, for say a land is properly, like, first of all, people won't uh, claim a land once they see that blockchain data is easily accessible to everybody. And even if a land is disputed and reached to court, so court can make instant verdict that they will go and check blockchain, go back to historical data of that blockchain, and they will check that this land belongs to this person, and it's legally sold out. So they will easily be able to verify that land, and they can give verdict instantly. So these are the benefits blockchain is bringing into the real world problem. So today we will explore how blockchain isn't just transforming real asset, but also enabling a new era of cross-platform virtual asset ownership and solving real world problem like this and beyond. So let us move directly to the topics. Uh, Cross-platform virtual ownership. This seems a big topic, right? So let us try to break it down. So cross-platform virtual asset ownership. So what do you think a virtual asset is? Uh, I'm requesting, what do you think a virtual asset is? Anybody? You can unmute and talk, or if not, you can type also. Okay, so I will take silence as an answer. So virtual asset is something which is digital. Like, first of all, what is asset? Asset is something uh, uh, which holds a value, like which can easily be traded between two parties, right? So say I want to sell, I have a bottle here and I want to sell it somebody else's in audience. So this bottle is an asset to me, right? So similarly, a digital asset, virtual asset, is something which is digitally created and stored asset somewhere, and it has some kind of value which I believe, some you believe, and rest of the persons believe. So it has an associated value, and it can be traded between two parties, transferred between each other, and can be used for transaction online. So virtual assets are something digital assets which has some kind of value. So virtual asset, we can treat it is a, like, we have a movie ticket, and that is virtually uh, tokenized, and I have the right of that movie ticket. So that movie ticket token is virtual asset. And then we have, it can be anything from digital art and virtual real estate, or any kind of game items, like we have metaverse games nowadays. So anything from a gun, or the suit, or some avatar of that person, all things are virtual assets. Now coming to cross platform. So if you see this picture, what comes into your mind? So this is a really interesting picture where a person is putting Swiggy t-shirt, and he has Zomato bag behind, and he's using some Jeppy helmet. So it denotes like cross-platform. This delivery person is helping, like he can be serving for either of three clients, like Zomato. He will be delivering food for Zomato also, Swiggy also, and he will be working for Jepto or JPL also. So cross-platform is something where which enables a thing to transfer throughout multiple softwares or multiple networks. So in a blockchain concept, cross platform, like there will be multiple blockchains network, and you are communicating with each like blockchain is communicating with each other. You are able to transfer funds from one blockchain to another blockchain, not only funds, assets, and different other things. So that is what cross platform. And ownership is nothing but something which denotes that you own a asset or something. If it will give you, it will be easily verifiable by others. So uh, so these cross-platform virtual asset ownership is now clear, right? So now let us move to challenges. What are the current challenges in current system? So if you remove blockchain part as of now, then we will see that all the assets are locked in single platform. So for say there is a metaverse, you are attending a meeting and you bought something there. Okay, let us take a game example. A game example where you are playing and you need some sword or gun to play with, and you purchase it. But the thing is, you are limited to use that gun or sword in that game itself, right? You won't be able to use that game, like whatever asset you purchased in that game, in another games. For say, if you are playing PUBG, you purchase in gun up in PUBG, and if you want to use that in Free Fire or some other game, you won't be able to use it. So it limits, it lock the asset within single platforms. What impacts is that like this, there are two, three impacts in this. So it reduce asset liquidity and utility. So because that asset you purchased is limited to in that network itself, you won't be able to sell it another place or use it or trade it in other places. So it reduces asset liquidity and utility, and it also forces user to remain within one ecosystem, limiting like multiple opportunity. For say user wants to try another game, but he does not want to pay extra money because he has already invested huge money in this game. So he does not want to invest in a new game altogether. So it limits opportunities also. And the high transaction cost and middleman also in current system. If you want to do or other transaction, if other than game example, if you want to do transaction, there are middleman involved, either government or bank. All these people will be charging, and there are a cost involved also, transaction cost. So these things are the challenges in current systems. So moving forward, uh, this is a meme I wanted to include in my slide because it's relatable now. You all will be able to relate with this, because blockchain itself is a like huge technology in which there are multiple complex terms, and it's really difficult to understand at first glance. So when you try to like understand blockchain first, until unless given a real world example, simple example, it's difficult to understand. So I just wanted to include this meme in this slide. So moving ahead, let us see important. What are the key important terms we are going to listen next in next slides. So first of all is tokenization. I have already 2 times taken this word, used this word tokenization. What is tokenization? So Tokenization is a process of converting any asset into digital tokens. So for say, like you have a movie ticket. I gave this example, turning a movie ticket into a digital token with unique ownership rights. So other example can be you have a luxurious apartment somewhere and you want to sell it. But what is the issue? The cost of that apartment is too much, and no, like until and unless a rich party comes in into picture, there is very less chance that luxury building being sold. So what tokenization does? It divides all the like full asset price into uh, multiple tokens, like for say 1,000 tokens. So if that apartment cost like some 1 crore, then if you divide that by 100, if you create 100 tokens, then it will create 1 lakh, 1 lakh, 1 lakh tokens, 100 tokens. So 100 individual persons can contribute and purchase your apartments. So so tokenization is nothing but the process of converting asset into digital tokens. And similarly, we have cross-platform. Cross-platform is nothing but uh, anything which can be used in multiple different software platforms. In this context, like we have multiple blockchain networks. If anything can be used in multiple blockchain networks, that is where then we will say that it is cross-platform enabled. Then we have interoperability. It is the ability to communicate, like able to work two systems, totally different system to work together. For say, you have two blockchain networks, Solana or Ethereum. Those two are totally different blockchains, but they are able to communicate without any interference or something. Then that will be interoperable. Those two blockchains are interoperable. Then we have something called cross-chain bridge. So I told that there are two blockchain networks, but they are able to communicate. Then the question is how? Because those two are the two different blockchain networks, there will be different protocols and being used in both of the networks. And how will they communicate, right? That is where cross-chain bridge comes into picture. Cross-chain bridge is a protocol. There are multiple protocols in cross-chain bridge, uh, which enables two different blockchains to communicate with each other without any interference, right? So there are multiple examples. We have wormhole, which enables Ethereum, Solana, and Terra, these three blockchains to communicate each other. Then we have Polygon Bridge, which enables Ethereum and Polygon blockchains to communicate with each other. Then we have multi-chain. Multi-chain is a cross-chain bridge, which was earlier known as AnySwap, which enables 40 plus blockchains, including Ethereum, Binance, Smart Chain, and Polygon, to communicate with each other effortlessly, right? Then we have something called smart contract. I have been listening previous presentation also by Guru Raj. He nicely explained smart contracts, which is nothing but self-executing contracts with terms written in code. So we can take an example that you are traveling somewhere and the flight has been delayed. So if a smart contract is written, like if flight is delayed by certain times, then there has to be a fine paid by airline to the uh, customers of the basically. So it will automatically gets executed as soon as they will the smart contracts keep monitoring the schedule of each flights, and they will check if the flight is delayed by 2 hours, for say, it will automatically gets triggered, and it will automatically pay a certain amount which was previously decided, previously decided. It will automatically pay all the customers with certain fine amount, right? So these are the things, we important terms, key terms we need to understand before moving ahead. So yeah, any doubt anybody has till now? Okay. Please confirm if I am still audible or not. At least that.
Yes, audible.
Yes, thank you.
Audible.
Okay, moving forward, let us see blockchain in virtual asset. So we have been saying that I have been saying that blockchain will be used in virtual asset. Now, how? So blockchain in previous session also and before that also we have been listening about blockchain, how blockchain is secure, decentralized, and ensures transparency and immutability. What like we know now, like how will it will be implemented in cross-platform virtual asset. So these things, blockchain brings tokenization, which converts asset into unique blockchain-based tokens like NFT, non-fungible tokens, and it also has smart contracts which automates and secure transaction without intermediaries like bank or any government. So blockchain brings all these features into virtual asset management on cross platform. So moving ahead, we will see, because we will see why. So we will be listening next 1 hour maybe. We will be talking about so many things, right? But why? Why do we want to know these things? And I always prefer that to know if anything I'm doing, I want to know why I will be doing. So I have some data which will justify why we are going to spend 1 hour of our precious times. So according to, if you are able to look at this uh, image statistics, let me zoom it a bit. According to World Economic Forum, it says that the liquid asset, illiquid asset like real asset or luxurious watch or e-commerce commodities, those things will be, there is an estimate that the business opportunity of tokenization of illiquid asset will touch $16 trillion by 2030. So that's a huge number, right? It is about like 10% of global GDP. So asset tokenization could become a 16 trillion market by 2030, allowing anyone to own fractional share of physical asset. In previous example, in luxury apartment I given, right? You can divide multiple shares, tokens basically, and individual persons can own fraction of that asset. So tokenization will help people throughout the world to own fraction of any part of any asset digitally deployed on the blockchain. And also, according to a report by HSBC, 5 to 10% of global asset could be tokenized by 230. And by December 2024, total value locked. This is a metric which denotes, so we have finance, right, where we can take loan, pay loan, and we deposit in normal banking system. Similarly, we have decentralized finance. There also you can loan certain kind of digital asset, and then you have to pay EMIs or something. So this total value locked, which is a metric to measure how good is decentralized finance is. So by 2024, it was like the total value which were locked inside decentralized finance was 133 billion, 133 point something billions. And the number of user, it's a estimate by that by 2025, 107 million users, like which is nothing but 10 crore something billion, 10 crore something users will be there in India itself for digital asset in digital asset market. So you can see that there is a future in this industry, and there will be a lot of things happening in near future. So we are good that we are learning about these things, right? So
Sir, sir, excuse me. Sir,
yes, hi.
Sir, here actually you are mentioning such a data, how this blockchain can be understood in the form of digitized, in the form of tokenization, maybe in the form of, I think it is in the bits, right?
Uh,
Bits are
yeah, basically the asset will be converted into a token, bits and bytes itself, but it will be cryptographically locked somewhere, and it will represent, like you will be given a private key and public key. So public key will be visible to all of on the network, but private key will be visible to you and only you. So when the asset is tokenized, the token multiple private key will be created, and the and whoever owns that token, right, like whoever owns that asset, that private key will be given to that user's wallet. So user wallet will have that private key, and that private key will signifies that this asset portion will is belonging to this person, right? So
do you have any example in such a explanation now where we can directly understand, sir? Because of course you are trying to communicate it with us, but what we call, still we may need a little bit the representation how it may convert with the private key and secondary or primary process in the form of bits or bytes. So can you explain by writing or by showing some simple diagram or by the net source or something, sir, which can understandable 100% your principles, where you are saying about the asset tokenization could become in terms of dollars or in terms of $1 trillion, which is used for market in coming 2030. So how we may be understanding that mechanism? That's what. I'm sorry, really, I'm disturbed you, sir.
yeah, it's totally okay. That's a good thing. So in next few slides, I will be showing you real world examples where we will be using this cross platform digital ownership in real world scenarios, like in supply chain, in gaming, and uh, uh, in healthcare also, and in digital art. So that in those slides we will clearly show that how it can be used there properly. Is it fine if we show there?
100%, sir. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you. So let us move directly to blockchain roles in digital ownership, how blockchain will enable us uh, in digital ownership. So there are few, because blockchain itself is a huge thing, there will be multiple, all characteristics of blockchain will be bought here in if we are implementing in any real world scenario. If we are implementing blockchain technology, then all blockchain characteristics will be inherently come into picture. So it brings brings decentralization. Decentralization is nothing but where the data or the rights, basically decision making capacity is not limited to a single person. It will be divided into throughout the network. So not a single person can take a decision in that network. And it's also brings transparency, because blockchain data is uh, visible to public. So you can go on a browser and you can easily see the transaction happening on the blockchain. And it also brings proof of ownership, because we have smart contracts which keeps getting executed time to time, and keeps reflecting if anything happens, it will keep gets executed automatically, and assign the ownership of any asset to that person. And then it brings interoperability. We discussed cross breach chain, right? So in that we using cross breach chain breach, we can easily communicate between two blockchain networks. So what are the blockchain benefits in this technology where we are using cross-platform asset ownership management. So these are the few benefits you can see here, like automatic right management after using smart contracts and automated compliances. This right management is automated totally, and then we can origin traceability. So because blockchain holds all data in previous blocks without which are immutable, so one can easily go back and check the origin of any product being supplied over the blockchain. And the verification process is also seamlessly and efficient, and you can instantly verify the origin of any product in the blockchain. And because you can because the tokenization it comes into picture, all the asset is easily available on the blockchain technology, and it's on network, right, internet. So anybody can access your digitally hosted on digitally hosted blockchain assets. Anybody can access that asset. So for say you are trying to sell a apartment here in Bangalore, but so people from outside of India also can easily transact those assets over the blockchain. And enhance marketability, because once if you use any blockchain in any use cases or real world problem, it brings so many benefits, blockchain itself. So people start trusting your product, and it increases your customer trust and brand loyalty. So it is easy to market your product in the current world. So it increases marketability also. And because data is encrypted properly on blockchain, and it is decentralized all over the world, and so it is secure basically. Like all the transactions are happening on blockchain are secure. Next, we have a cross-chain bridge. For that, I have just included 3-minute video. This guy explained how cross-chain bridge works properly. So let us, I will play this video. Let me know if that is audible to everybody.
How's it going, everyone? So today we're going to look at cross-chain bridges and how exactly.
Was it audible?
Is audible.
Yeah, thank you. So I will play this and listen.
They work.
Yeah.
So we'll use some cool schematics so you guys can actually visualize it and understand it better. So what are cross-chain bridges and why do we even care? So back in the day, blockchains were actually completely independent of each other and they couldn't communicate with each other, right? So if you had assets on one blockchain and you wanted to use it on another blockchain, that wasn't possible. Then we got cross-chain bridges. This allowed different blockchains to actually communicate with each other. So you as the user had the flexibility of having an asset on one blockchain and then actually transferring it over to another blockchain where you might need it. In the future, blockchain interoperability is going to be huge. It's very much like cell networks, right? So whatever service provider you use, you don't actually think about who the person is that you're calling, right? They might have a different network provider, but they've got these sort of bridges as well where they've allowed the different networks to communicate with each other. Okay, great. Let's actually have a look at how the cross-chain bridges work. All right. So we've got the two blockchains. So blockchain 1 will be Ethereum and blockchain 2 will be Solana. Now, the objective is that Kakashi wants to send 1 Ether from the Ethereum network over to the Solana network. So he's got 1 Ether on Ethereum, but he needs that asset on the Solana network. All right.
So he has taken one example where asset will be transferred from Ethereum to Solana network. These two are different networks, right? Now we want to send a asset from Ethereum blockchain to Solana blockchain. So this will he will show all the steps, what and all steps we are going to follow. Yeah.
So
continue.
he's going to send his Ethereum on the first blockchain, so Ethereum, to a smart contract on the Ethereum network, right? That is essentially going to lock that Ethereum up, right? So he no longer has access to it. Then on the second blockchain, so the Solana network, we've got the oracle or validator, right? Now the function of this oracle or validator is actually to look at the smart contract and see when an asset has been locked up, right? So the objective is to see when someone has said, okay, I am prepared to lock my asset on Ethereum so that I can have it on Solana. Once the oracle has certified that, yes, this person has in fact locked the asset in the smart contract, then it will release that token on the Solana network, right? And then that will go to Kakashi's account. Now, what's really important to understand here is you are not actually sending the asset from Ethereum over to Solana, right? You are merely taking that Ether, you're locking it into a smart contract on the Ethereum network, and then the Solana network is looking to see when someone locked that asset up, and then it releases a token which represents that Ether on the Solana network, right? So the Ethereum here is actually just a token. It's not like the actual Ether that you have on the initial blockchain. The big thing here is that you're actually requiring trust to say that this person is in fact going, or this smart contract is going to lock that Ether up, and then they're going to give it to you on this blockchain. That's why all of these cross-chain bridges do have high auditing so that all of this is validated and the trust is maintained. All right, guys.
So yeah, so what he explained is like how a blockchain, sorry, asset will be transferred from one blockchain to second blockchain. So when this person Kakashi wants to send a Ethereum from Ethereum blockchain to Solana, he will initiate the process. Basically, he will send it will send initiate the process where Kakashi will say that I want to send this as Ether to this Solana account, Solana blockchain. So that when a smart contract will be triggered, and which will simply lock that Ether here itself in the Solana, Ethereum blockchain. What will it once this is locked, then this other smart contract on this Solana blockchain will verify basically the oracle, the validator, oracle or validator. These are two terms which software basically which verify that this Ether has been locked in that smart contract on Ethereum blockchain. Once that is verified, it releases one wrapped Ether, basically the Ether here in Ethereum blockchain. That wrapped Ether will be passed here, and one new NFT or new asset will be created in Solana blockchain, and that will be available on Solana blockchain for use of that in that Solana blockchain. Same asset on the Solana different blockchain, right? So this is what he explained here. And once that is done, so there are few examples of cross-chain bridge. I already told, like wormhole, polygon bridge, and multi-chain, which enables us to communicate between multiple different kind of blockchain environment. Yes, and sorry, let me present it again. Yeah, as we have seen now, like what is smart contract and how cross-chain bridge works. Let us see how an asset will transfer. Like same thing what we seen in previous video. We will see in real life example. We will take one gaming example where we want to transfer like same gun we will be using in two different games. So for say now we have one like I am playing one game which is PUBG, where I purchased a gun, basically digital asset, and now I am bored of playing that game. Now I want to try some other game which is hosted on on different blockchain. for say PUBG is hosted on Ethereum, but different game Free Fire is hosted on Polygon. So I want to use same gun what I purchased in Ethereum blockchain. I want to use same gun here also. So what will happen when I purchase a gun here on Ethereum blockchain? It will create an NFT of that non-fungible token, which will denote my ownership of on that gun, right? And once that is done, NFT is created. In second step, it will initiate a transaction cross-platform transfer, basically. So in this process, what will Ethereum blockchain do? The smart contract will create a wrapper of that gun digital asset, basically, and it will start the third step where asset migration to game B. So in game B, which is hosted on block Polygon, right? So in Polygon Oracle or validator will validate the ownership of that asset, which is nothing but gun here. And once everything is verified, then that NFT is wrapped here in this second step. That NFT is released in Polygon, like game B, which is hosted on Polygon network. Now, what will happen? The game will have different property, right? How many, like the power of that gun and how many rounds it can shoot in 1 second. Those things, all the metadata will be verified, and all the details will be mapped in game B, which is hosted on Polygon. And ownership verification will also be verified here in this fourth step. And once everything is verified, now the same gun which was available for in the game A, same thing will be available in game B also, which is in Polygon. So now same asset. Now you can see how this cross-platform transaction is happening. Same gun was being used in game A, and now it is available in game B also to play around with. Now, for say now the user played this game also, and now he gets bored now. Now he wants to. Now he will have two options. Now either he can sell the NFT, or it can go back to game A, right? So if he wants to go back to game A, what will happen? The NFT which was wrapped here in this second step, that will be burnt, and the actual original NFT will be returned in this game A Ethereum. And that is how this whole cross-platform transaction takes place. Moving ahead, let us see what enables all this transaction. First of all, that cross-chain bridge, which let us communicate between two blockchains seamlessly. And then there are probable protocols which allows asset to function across different blockchain. Take that gun itself as an example, because gun has some property that has to be mapped here also. So there are protocols defined there which will support on both of the blockchains. And then we have token standards, like basically algorithms which transfer any asset into NFTs, which are unique in nature and secure, and which can be easily transferred from one blockchain to a different blockchain. Then bridges we have already seen. Then we have blockchain oracles. Oracles is nothing but the validator, which validates that this other blockchain. So basically, in previous slide, we saw, right, this oracle. Yeah, this blockchain, Polygon blockchain, verifies the ownership of asset of different blockchains. So Oracle does that work. Then we have decentralized identity. Decentralized identity is nothing but the identity of the user, that which can be easily verifiable throughout the blockchain networks. As we have seen now, all the technical terms like blockchain breezes and cross-chain breezes and different kind of tokenization and validator, all those things, how things are one asset is being transferred over next blockchain network. Let us see what is the real use case of this whole thing which we have been listening to. So there is a thing buying two pizzas. So on blockchain network, so first transaction of on the blockchain network happened in 2010. So when a person bought two pizzas against 10,000 bitcoins. So that was the first transaction happened where real transaction where a real world community was purchased on behalf of by paying 10,000 bitcoins. So this really highlights the importance of bitcoins that time. They say that that was the worst trade decision made at that time, because currently Bitcoin price is like something 80 lakh or something. So if in case imagine that person holds that Bitcoin, now it will have been like some billions of money. So this is just it's not a real use case of cross chain. I just included to give one information. So we have on March 22 each year we celebrate Bitcoin Pizza Day. So being a blockchain community member, you should know that we when was the first real transaction happened in blockchain community. So moving ahead, let us see what are the real use case of cross-chain platform ownership via blockchain. So there are multiple real world applications of this, naming gaming and virtual goods, digital arts and NFTs, virtual real asset where we will be using uh, tokenization and other things. And then we have same use case in luxury and fashion industry also. And then we have music and entertainment where we can sell music as a tokens to directly to the user listeners and get paid directly without any third party involvement. Then we have identity and credential, and one use case is supply chain and logistics also. And then we have finance and decentralized finance. So let us take a look in detailed look in most of the use cases. So in gaming world, there are multiple use cases of this, naming from in-game skin items across multiple games. So for say, I am playing one game you have purchased multiple. You did all setups like from face, avatar, and then skin of clothes, guns, and other game equipments you have purchased on one blockchain network, one game, and same thing you want to use in another place, gaming in another games. Then by using cross-platform tech, we can easily transfer all the data there, and we can use all the asset there also. And we can use pay to earn games and transferable rewards. So most of us will be playing some kind of game, right? Uh, uh, any game you play, after certain levels you get some coins or something, some rewards there. So won't it be useful when same game, same reward you can use somewhere else, somewhere else's also? So that cross platform ownership enables that this also. And then we have cross game avatars and identity, as discussed in first point. We can use same avatars and identities throughout the gaming environment hosted on different blockchains. And we can, in metaverse, we can buy land, and we can host games there, and like create a game world, and where from multiple blockchain gamers can come and participate in those gaming events. And we can this cross platform also enables renting and trading game assets. So for say, once you are you want to make profit out of selling any digital arts or digital asset like gaming equipments. So you can easily rent or sell to other parties on the blockchain network. Similarly, we have other use case where we have digital art and collectibles. So if you have seen most of you would have seen these weird pictures of crypto punks and boring monkeys. So these are basically NFTs, which is nothing but a digital asset over blockchain. You can in current environment, you can simply download it, but you don't really own that digital asset in a transferable way. So with blockchain, you can create a unique token out of it, which will represent the ownership that this digital asset belongs to this person, and which can be transferable throughout the network using this cross-chain bridge. So what are the cross-platform use? So if we are using cross-platform, then we can display it in virtual art gallery throughout the different blockchain metaverse, and we can sell it on open marketplace, and we can use it as a profile picture and content across social media platforms. So if you would have noticed, like last 2-3 years back, people were using different kind of digital images as their profile pictures. So those were nothing but NFTs basically. So same picture you can use in Twitter and different social media platform like Instagram or Facebook. So because these were possible because of cross-platform uses of those NFTs. And real world examples are like this is Twitter founder Jack Dorsey. His first tweet on the Twitter platform, which is now owned by Elon Musk, which is now named as is X. So the first tweet on the Twitter was sold for $2.9 million on recently, like 2-3 years back. And this weird looking CryptoPunks was sold for $7.56 million. These have values because these are unique in nature and cannot be created multiple times. And because people are crazy buying these, and there has been so much demand for these things, so this becomes so expensive, and people were crazy for buying these digital assets called NFTs. Then moving ahead, we have next use case, digital identity and credentials. Now imagine like most of us are like students of any college or in the university, right? So as of now, till now, most probably, like all the certificates we got a hard copy of it. So the limitation of hard copy is it is difficult to verify those certificates, and it is easy to make for a fraud out of it. And if you have a forgery certificate and all, you can apply for different jobs and other things, but those are illegal things, right? Is easily like it's very difficult to stop those frauds. If you have this physical copy of any documents, it's difficult to verify the credibility of any documents. So when now in like if we are using blockchain, so on blockchain what happens, all the credentials are stored on verifiable token on blockchain. And once it is stored on blockchain, it is easy to verify on blockchain, because you can easily go back and check the data instantly and verify that this person belongs to this certificate is valid, and this certificate belongs to this person. So what are the cross-platform uses in this scenario? So people can use same blockchain verified degree throughout the globe to apply multiple jobs on whole world, anywhere in the world. And university or employees or government agency can instantly verify the authenticity without any third party involvement, like government or university itself. So because it's hosted on blockchain, it's easily verifiable there. And there are real world examples already. People are using this. MIT University issued a blockchain based diploma certificate to the students, and students can share securely throughout the whoever it needs. And in India also, like there are multiple university they are using now degree as a blockchain. And if- once this all degrees are available on blockchain, you can easily verify instantly. So I will say a case where one of my friends brother applied for a government job. He got uh, like he got accepted also, but the verification process took more than 1 month, because earlier all the documents were physical, and the government were sending all the university or schools wherever he studied, and confirming that whether this document is real or not. So they sent the letter, and that they received, the university or colleges received the document letter, that verification, asking that whether they are those are correct or not, and they confirm sending back again. So these are time consuming, right? Once these are available on blockchain, governments or other party can easily verify that these documents are real and authentic, right? And then we have other use case, virtual real estate. So in virtual real estate, people can buy land and other things. So in the metaverse, where is digital world, basically, you can purchase a portion of land there, and you can build a home using some digital asset like NFT or something you can use, and you can create your own environment surroundings there. So in traditional virtual worlds, uh, you cannot transfer it on different blockchain network uh, or different metaverse. You cannot transfer it. But with blockchain, virtual land is tokenized, and again, ownership is secure. And if we include cross-platform use cases, then you can say that you can use your land in decentral land to host event and later trade on a different marketplace like Sandbox or different provider. You can sell those metaverse assets, basically. And we have one real world example where Dubai developer like DACMAC, which is as real asset developer, they have signed a contract with Mantra, which is a blockchain provider, to tokenize their whole real asset, whichever they are developing. Which How will this help? To that developer, it will help because all the assets are tokenized. People can be easy people can through people from throughout the world can easily purchase those their asset, like luxury apartments and rooms, flats, whatever they are building. Right, these are real world use cases of cross platform. There are few more I have listed, like loyalty points and rewards. Most of us will be using credit cards, right? And after using credit cards, we get certain points there. And we also do shoppings on Flipkart or Amazon. They also give us some kind of points there also. So, but in current scenario, all these things are on different platform. And what if there is a platform like,
Excuse me, sir.
yes,
Sir, yeah, just now you have shown that video, right? Can you play once again for the, if possible, such a example which you have shown for digital art and collectors as well as virtual real estimate? And is it possible? Do you have that any what we called some videos which you can play for the sake of those two examples? You
yeah,
understand, sir, what my request?
yeah. So basically, you want me to
If
play?
it's there, if it is there only. Otherwise, sorry for your time wasting, please.
Yeah, I will play this video again because this is a really important concept, cross-chain bridge, which is the fundamental thing which.
No, sir. What I'm requesting, This is the video
Mhm.
which can be concentrate for those two examples, those two real-time example, one for art and other for certificates, digital certificates. How they may be, yes, yes. Is there any what we called that video which we can understand a practical oriented approach? How that PDF certificate can be connected with the block and it can be verified, various verifications. Recently, one of my friend done PhD in Spain,
Mhm.
and the UGC, which is had to be recognized, the Spain University is given a genuine certificate as a PhD certificate or not. It has to be verified. Then for that, my friend was wasted more than 1 month to go to New Delhi and submitted that certificate and verified. And again, he got that genuine certificate from UCC Center at New Delhi and submitted to the JAIN University, Hyderabad. Then JNT University again verified his Spain UGC certificate and his college certificate. 3 rounds of verifications happened. Then he wasted 1 month. The meaning of wasting of 1 month, he couldn't got increment that 1 month salary, though he lost some money. So instead of this, all variations which are they done as per our Indian policy, so the genuines of verification of certificates are being not in the proper actually. What we are understanding so far with my practical knowledge. So your explanation of such a concepts are most useful at present, all the way of even from elementary school certificates to up to PhD level, highest degree of PhD level. So if you are explaining that what we call the practical oriented way, which you have been shown previous video, it also very good to us to. We'll try some programming based on your on behalf of your name, on behalf of your concept which we are explained right now. Right now. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, so I will check a few video tutorial telling how to verify like digital certificate from blockchain and few other use cases what I am mentioning here, right? So I will try to find few tutorials, video tutorials where it can like explain properly, where it is explained properly the process whole flow, like from getting the certificate, then we're going to blockchain, uploading the blockchain document, and then if getting the result whether it is authentic or not. All this whole process they will be explaining properly. I will after this session I will collect all those things and I will share with the ma'am and she can broadcast to you all, right?
Yeah, thank
Yeah, thank you for bringing it up. Yeah, so I was explaining this. Let me represent it. Sorry. Yeah, I was talking about this loyalty points and rewards, right? So we collect so many rewards on different platforms. Like we have multiple credit card itself. For say I have four or five, four credit cards, then each different card will have different reward system, and all the reward points will be valid on that platform itself, right? But imagine us a place where these rewards are transferable, like one reward which you earned on one platform can be used on different platforms also. So this is where blockchain comes into picture. So what blockchain does, all these loyalty or points or rewards are tokenized, basically converted into small ownership tokens, and which enables us to trade or redeem them across multiple platforms. So once that is enabled, now what we can do, we can use airline miles, like airline rewards. We can use that to book hotel rooms, and we can convert retail reward points, like if you are doing shopping on any retail e-commerce like Flipkart or something. So if whatever we earn there, we can use those points, convert into cryptocurrency, and spend on whatever we want on different e-commerce platform, right? So it's not just an imaginary thing. Singapore Airlines, they have already implemented this cross-platform reward system where CrisPay, the program is CrisPay, which allows customer like their flyers to convert their tokens, whatever they rewards they have earned by traveling through that airlines. So they can convert their rewards into digital tokens, blockchain based, and they can redeem those tokens and at their partner merchants. Like there will be multiple partners of that Singapore Airlines. So you can use blockchain converted tokens to transact to do transaction to purchase some commodities over their platforms, other platform, all the partner platforms. So this is one life-changing thing we are seeing loyalty and rewards, because we have so many points we earn, but we are not able to use on different use those points. So if that is something we have globally accessible, then it will be so helpful for us, right? So similarly, we have one more use case is music digital media rights. I'm talking about so many use cases because sometimes what happens, we know a basic concept or a theoretical concept of some technological advancement, but we fail to notice that we fail to understand where it can be used and what changes it can bring into real world and what kind of problem it can solve. So if we have proper understanding and the use cases, if you know properly, then it will help us understand also the properly what the technology is about, and also it will enable us to think more that where we can implement this in our like real life problem, where else it can be used. That is why I'm talking about all the use cases in details. So another use case is music and digital media rights. So currently what happens, a few of you will have a YouTube channel where you will be creating uh, posting some tutorial or some other kind of video, blogging or something. And few might have Instagram page where you are uploading some informational reels of or few other kind of reels. So those reels or tutorial you are uploading is your own, right? And but the thing is, when you upload on any third-party platform like YouTube or Instagram, the money you generate, the ad revenue or anything other things you generate generated from your videos or your content, most of the portion goes to those platforms, and only fraction of the rewards gets credited to your account. So this is what blockchain is trying to solve here. So platform like Spotify or YouTube control the distribution, and creator often get a small share of revenue. So with blockchain, artists can tokenize their work as NFT, retain full ownership and rights. So what will happen if you use in cross platform? So once cross platform is being used here, fans from all over the world can purchase their music directly from the artist itself as an NFT. And if they want, they can resell or use it across a streaming platform out there. And artists can also receive royalties automatically, so via a smart contract. So for say an artist is selling a music on the blockchain, so in the smart contract, the deal itself, they can mention that wherever it is being sold, whatever the amount, I want a fraction of the sell amount. So they will automatically receive those amounts. They won't have to take care of whether it is. They don't have to care about transaction, whether it is being sold or not, how many times it is being sold or not. So these smart contracts will automatically credit, like as soon as it sense that the smart contract sense that artist's work has been sold somewhere, it will automatically gets triggered, and it will take a small portion of that amount, sold amount, and it will gets credited to the artist wallet basically. So there are already, this is already happening. This 3LAU, there is a artist place platform where, sorry, no, this artist sold an album as an NFT and generating some 11 point some million dollar in just a few days by the music amount and the royalties. And we have one more use case is supply chain management. So in supply chain management, there are multiple parties are involved, right? Like from supplier to retailer to warehouse manager to to uh, the partners, carrier partners. So many partners are involved there. So tracking the origin of products like for say foods or luxury goods or medicine, it's difficult, it becomes difficult in current scenario, and it is easily, like in current scenario you can easily so basically partners wherever we are using, right, they can easily manipulate data. So in current scenario, it is difficult to manage the authenticity of the product and the details, the origin details. It is hard to trace it down. With blockchain, each product gets a unique token representing its journey throughout the blockchain supply chain, from factory to wholesaler to carrier to retailer. Everything it can be traced throughout that through that token. Unique token is given to that product. So when we see cross-platform use, we can easily verify the authenticity of that product. For say luxury watch, it's very difficult. Like luxury watch are so expensive, and people don't want to take risk of that source and other things. With blockchain, it will be very easy to verify the origin and throughout the journey and the ownership of that watch uh, uh, with across different retailers. And we can also track food origins from farm, like fields to supermarkets for quality and safety purpose. So there is already one blockchain. IBM Food Trust uses blockchain to track food supply chain, and companies like Walmart for or Nestle. These companies has been using IBM Food Trust blockchain for tracking of the whole journey of foods throughout from farm till supermarket. Yeah. And then we have one case study from Walmart. So as now we know that what is this technology about, what are the real world use cases, and let us see one case study where Walmart solved a real world problem using this cross platform blockchain, cross platform digital ownership. So in 2018, a life-threatening bacteria like E. coli, which was found in lettuce in certain part of USA. And Walmart is a chain of multiple small marts, grocery marts, and each mart will have lettuce in their shelves, right? So when Walmart found that there were only certain parts of USA had that infection, bacteria infection there. So Walmart has a huge supply chain network, but when they found out that this infection is there, but they could not trace down the origin of the lettuce all over the America, USA. So what they had to do, they had to remove lettuce from all over the markets they had all throughout the America. So they bear a huge amount of loss because of that. And this problem was there, Walmart, and they have been thinking how to solve this. And they found out that about IBM Food Trust blockchain, and they started using this Food Trust blockchain, where they implemented this blockchain for blockchain technology for tracing all food items from farm till the retailer shop. So if in case, if now, even if any new bacteria infection again found in certain parts of USA, they can easily trace back that these lettuce are from this place. So just discard those, dump those lettuce. Not all the lettuces will be dumped. Only certain which was infected, only those lettuce will be dumped, right? So this is how Walmart solved their problem using blockchain into that supply chain management. Yes, now we have seen that it has so many benefits, right? But every coin has two sides. Similarly, we have limitations and challenges here. There are multiple challenges. One is regulatory uncertainties. You all might be knowing that there are multiple regulations government keeps bringing against this blockchain or digital cryptocurrency, all those things. Because first of all, it try, like this blockchain technology try to remove third party like government and uh, government or any bank entity. So they keeps thinking of public. They keep bringing new regulations and keep changing the policies. So because of this, there are some several uncertainties in blockchain communities. That this is one challenge which is limiting the development in blockchain field. And then we have complexity and usability, because you might have like by this time you know that blockchain itself is a complex uh, tech, and it uses so many different complex terms which is uh, hard to understand. So and on top of that, we have cross platform. There also we are using cross chain breezes, and these things increases the complexity. So which requires technical expertise to develop any new application in that field. So this also limits a certain for a certain amount. And then we have scalability issue also. By this time you might have heard from previous in previous session that it has its transaction transaction speed is so low on blockchain in compared to current UPI or Visa transactions. Uh, and so which limits, like if you keep increasing blockchain size, then the transaction time will also increase. So people are working on these problems also, or simultaneously there has been multiple research going on. And then we have integration and legacy system. So legacy system is all few legacy system is already working properly, and then we have blockchain which is trying to solve other real world problem. And these two technology, legacy system and blockchain, will all are like uh, two different environment and different technology itself. So bringing them together and data migration is a huge thing. So this also become a hindrance in blockchain uses in common problems. And cost of implementation is also high because this technology requires so much research, and the technology is so new, right? So it requires so much research and before implementing anything. And people also fear there are so much speculation in technology acceptance. So people fear that return on investment will be so less, and their life saving will also go into vain. So because of this, these are because of these blockchain is not widely being used. And then we have interoperability as a challenge also. Even if we have multiple cross chain breezes, but these are still being developed. I know few are there already working, but these are still prone, these are complex topics, right? So these are prone to hacks and errors. So standard protocols and cross-platform compatibility are still not stable on a proper level, public level, which can be used properly. So other than this, we have security concerns also. You might be saying that blockchain is so safe, it is immutable, and not it cannot be tampered and all. Then what is the security concern now? So we imagine smart contracts which handles all automated thing, do all the automation on blockchain network. What if smart contract itself is faulty? So all the transaction happening, all the verification will be happening throughout that smart contract will lead to errors, right? And financial losses. And also we have quantum computing coming into picture, which which is so like you would have seen Google recently launching that quantum chip, which can do a work of complete a task in fraction of time, which can be done by which in current environment our supercomputer can will take trillions of years. So quantum computing, current encryption algorithm, what is being used in blockchain currently, can be easily hacked by quantum computing. So this is also a real concern in blockchain community, and they are also working on this quantum safe encryption algorithm, and they are basically working on it. And yeah, these are the limitation and challenges in implementing blockchain cross-platform asset ownership. But still, there are multiple communities which are working on it, and at last they will be able to solve few of them, and few of them will take time. But there is a hope we can take over all these problems sooner or later. Now, the world of asset ownership evolving faster than ever, right? And what coming next could completely redefine how we think about a digital asset or real asset and ownership. And thanks to the latest innovation in blockchain technology, and let us take a look what are the key future trends that will be shaping future of cross-platform virtual asset ownership. So this includes advancement in interoperability. There are multiple new projects are going on by Polkadot or Cosmos Chainlink. They are working tirelessly on improving that interoperability protocols, and real world asset also being tokenized. All physical assets are being tokenized, as we mentioned in previous slide, that this Dubai contract builder have already signed a contract with blockchain company for digitalizing or tokenizing all their assets. So there are multiple things are happening where all tokenization will be taking place in near future. And then we have AI boom in recent years, which obviously will be used in blockchain also, in this cross-chain platform also. Where can AI help? So AI can help in smart contracts, writing smooth smart contracts, error-free smart contracts, and it can automate asset verification, and also it can help with fraud detection, right? And it can help us to make decision. It can manage our portfolio, where we will have multiple digital asset, and it will recommend us which digital asset we should sell, or which one to purchase. All these recommendation AI power agent can help us with. And then we have quantum resistant blockchain, as I told, like quantum are going to transform. Quantum computing is going to break a blockchain, whatever blockchain encryption we are using currently. So those encryption algorithm can be easily break by quantum computing. So there has been research going on where they are trying to develop quantum proof encryption algorithms, and based on that there will be blockchains coming on into picture. And then we are also seeing that there will be regulatory evolution coming and compliances. So there will be clear regulations. We are hoping that in next future terms we will have less less abstraction into from the government, and blockchain can be used publicly properly. And recently India is also reviewing crypto position due to global change after Trump government. So these are few positive signal for blockchain community. So yeah, these are future trends. Let us move to the conclusion. So what blockchain enables? Blockchain brings so many benefits into this cross-chain, cross-platform digital ownership. But it also have multiple challenges which requires researcher attentions, and like adoption will grow with technical advancement and regulatory clarity in coming future. And we have this call to action, so you can explore the potential research and application in your domain. So join the blockchain revolution with me, and let us set the future together. Yeah, thank you. So with that, I will love to hear your thoughts and answer any questions you have.
Participants, any questions from your side? Please unmute yourself and ask the questions.
Sir, is there that any video which can we understand a practical approach in the form of how the certificates can be
Yes, I have
to
taken
generate
that,
through blockchain?
I have taken that in my note. I will surely share any like video tutorial with ma'am, and she will help that with you. Like she will share with you to
Yeah, thank you,
understand that.
sir. But kindly provide your email or contact, sir, in
Yeah,
chat box, so that we'll be in touch with you, sir.
yes, sure, sir.
Because time is precious, right? That's what.
Yeah, so this is my email and contact number, and this is my LinkedIn, so you can scan and connect with me.
Any further questions, participants? So I request the participants to please switch on your video. We'll take a group photo. Thank you, Mr. Manish, for sharing your valuable insights on cross-platform virtual asset ownership via blockchain. Your expertise in blockchain technology and automation provided us with a deeper understanding of how decentralized solutions are shaping the future of asset ownership and security. We truly appreciate your time, effort, and dedication in inspiring us. Thank you, Mr. Manish, for an informative session.
Madam, thank you so much.
Dear
But
participants,
tomorrow,
I would like to
excuse me,
inform
madam.
you about the schedule for tomorrow. That is the last day of our ATAL FDP. Tomorrow the sessions are going to commence from 2 p.m. to 3:30 p.m. is a session 1, where Mr. Ashwini Kumar is a principal manager from Microsoft, is delivering the topic on shaping the future of the metaverse. And the session 2 will commence from 3:30 p.m. to 5 p.m. And the resource person is Mr. Deena Dayalan from Chennai. He is talking about the role of AI in digital transformation and future metaverse. And the last session is scheduled from 5 p.m. to 6:30 p.m., The resource person is Dr. Ramesh Ragala, who is a scientist from India Meteorological Department, New Delhi, and he is going to address on AI for real-time experiences customization. So followed by a validatory session is scheduled from 6:30 p.m. to 7 p.m. where our Honorable Registrar Sir Dr. Jitendra Kumar Mishra Sir will join with us. Followed by the most awaiting session of this ATAL FDP is the assessment session, which is planned from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. I request all the participants to please make a note that the first and foremost, the participants should go to the ATAL portal. Before taking the test, they have to give the feedback form, and the test will be conducted from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. So this assessment link will be active in the ATAL portal from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. So the assessment test is consisting of 20 questions with a time limit of 1 hour. So all the participants must secure at least 70%. That means out of 20 questions, 20 marks, each participant has to secure 14 marks to qualify for the certification. So upon successful completion of that, the certificate will be automatically generated and is available on the ATAL portal. So please make a note that tomorrow is a most precious session. I request all the participants to kindly join on time and take the test properly so that the certificate will be generated automatically through the ATAL portal. So your active participation is highly encouraged throughout all these sessions. Looking forward for an engaging final day. Have a good day. Thank you all.
Madam. Madam, thank you. Kindly provide all the materials which are conducted so far for the sake of examination. Is it audible, madam?
Yes, sir. Please.
Kindly provide all the materials which will be most helpful to us to
yes, sir. Yes,
use
sir.
for
I'm going to post
exam.
all the materials in the WhatsApp group, sir, today only after this session. So that will be greatly useful for you to take the online test. So I hope that everyone will get the certificate for sure. Any other questions, participants? Any clarifications for tomorrow sessions, online test and all, please? You can raise the consensus.
Madam, small doubt, madam.
Please, sir.
Madam, exam will be written in the AICTE ATAL FDP portal, madam.
ATAL portal, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, madam.
So before that, sir, before taking the exam, we scheduled exam from 7 to 8. 6:30 to 7 is the valedictory session. Then immediately you have to go to ATAL portal. First fill the feedback form, sir. After filling the feedback form, you are able to take the test. So given 20 questions and the time limit is 1 hour. 7 to 8 is the time limit. So once if you finish the exam and you got the qualified marks, then automatically the certificate will be generated from the ATAL portal.
Okay, madam. Thank you, madam.
Thank you, sir.
So, ma'am, by tomorrow we are busy in this from 2 to 8 as per the shared schedule, right?
Yes, yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you so much.
Tomorrow we planned 3 sessions. Then 6:30 to 7 is the valedictory function, then followed by the assessment session.
All right, thank you.
Fine. Any further questions, participants? All these details again I will post in the WhatsApp group for your clarification, and also I am posting the material for your preparation for tomorrow's exam.
Hello, ma'am.
Sir.
Ma'am, can you please once again come back, because there was a network glitches here. I can't able to hear. Can you just please come back regarding the exam, ma'am?
Sir, tomorrow 2 o'clock session will commence. 2 to 3:30 is the session 1. 3:30 to 5 is the second session. 5 to 6:30 is the third session. Tomorrow 3 sessions.
Okay.
Followed by valedictory session I am scheduling, sir. 6:30 to 7 is a valedictory address. Then 7 to 8 is your assessment test. To take this assessment test, the eligibility is the participant should get 80% of attendance.
Okay.
Then the participants are eligible to take the online test. So to take this online test, the participant should open the AICTE ATAL portal. There they have to click the assessment link. Then exam has to be taken. So we will be on the Zoom, sir. If any participant are facing any glitches and all, we are here to address all the challenges from 7 to 8. So this link will be active from 7 to 8 p.m. tomorrow.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Ma'am, is the attendance for this session taken?
This session already taken, ma'am. It is active till 9:30. You can enter. The link is
No
provided in the
attendance.
chat. Have you filled, ma'am?
Feedback is over, ma'am. Attendance.
Attendance of today's session?
This session, current session.
We posted, ma'am, in the chat. You please check once. Again, we will post. Otherwise, you fill that feedback form.
Okay, ma'am.
Please, ma'am. Now we posted. Please look into this and fill it.
Thank you, ma'am.
Ma'am, can you share the feedback link of session 9?
Sir, it's already over, sir. Half an hour is the time limit. No worry. You fill the second session cutting.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Ma'am, exam like quiz type, MCQ or any
MCQ,
written
sir. It is MCQs.
Oh, okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Ma'am, can you please share the material for assessment?
Now, sir, within half an hour, I'm going to share the material in the WhatsApp group.
Okay, thank you so much, ma'am.
Hello, ma'am. Hello. Actually,
Yes, ma'am.
yesterday's session PPTs were not shared, ma'am. Can you please share it of both the sessions?
I will share in the WhatsApp group, ma'am. Yesterday cutting.
Okay,
Why?
ma'am.
Because few resource persons have not shared. I will get back to them.
So
Today I will
yesterday's
share.
session, actually, it was very informative and it is required so, ma'am.
Definitely, ma'am. All PPTs by sure, for sure, on Monday I will share all the PPTs, ma'am. As
Okay,
a
ma'am.
zip
Thank
file,
you.
I'm going to share in
Actually,
the
the
WhatsApp
session,
group.
one second, ma'am. Actually, there's a request from my side. See, the session 9 link was not active, ma'am. It was not able to open itself to give the feedback.
1 second, ma'am. With
Due
your
to some,
request,
I
I'm
think,
going to
network
post
issues.
again. Please fill it, ma'am. Wait for some time. I'm going to post again the 9th session link.
Okay, ma'am.
Please,
Thank you so much.
those who misses can kindly fill the form.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Ma'am, if possible, can you please share the recordings of this 5 days or 6 days?
Sir, the thing is, it is YouTube live streaming, no?
Okay.
That all these 5 days is the YouTube live streaming.
Okay, ma'am.
You can get
From
it,
there
sir.
onwards,
If required, I will post in the WhatsApp group or YouTube link we will post so that you can get all the materials and YouTube things also.
Thank you, ma'am. Now, can we leave, ma'am?
Yes, sir, please. If no queries, yes, you can leave. All participants, any further queries?
Madam,
Tomorrow
can
is the
you post
last
the
day. Please, I request all the participants to join and try to get the certificate. I hope everyone will get the certificate.
Madam, can you post that YouTube link in the chat box? Good for us.
Chat box. We are sharing in the WhatsApp group, sir. YouTube link.
Thank you.
Any further questions?
Session 9 link will be shared and it will be active for 10 minutes.
Ma'am, the 9th link is posted here. It is active for 5 to 10 minutes. Now we are sharing the 9th link. Please fill at the earliest. Yes, ma'am. It is posted. Please, those who have not filled, kindly fill the session 9 ka link.
Thank you, madam. Good night.
Good night, sir. Mr. Manish, thank you once again for your wonderful session.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for having me.
Thank you. Good night.